understand what's preventing me. Hopefully this will do it. 'Cause we're- I think we're good now. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. So I apologize for anybody that's watching or was seeing me cut in and out. There's some kind of issue between the dual stream between YouTube and Twitch, and I'm not going to fight with it right now. So we're just gonna stay on YouTube tonight. We should be fine just being on YouTube. I will try and fix the Twitch side of things by tomorrow. But that being said, we got some rep grinding to go do. We somehow managed to hit rank 2 and 1, but the rest are at like 1.5. So we got to get through some reps. Try this for the third time for a quick recap of everything that happened from week 2 to week 3. Right. We have our 3-piece soul defense set. We got our Delta Alliance reinforcement beacon. We have 3 isomagnetic consoles because that's all I could afford with being free to play, and we upgraded some stuff, right? So we're kind of slowly but surely moving along in that department. And then what else we got going on here? Our ground game, yeah, definitely rolling this out as far as getting it ready to kind of sneak our way into elite TFOs, at least a ground portion, so we can start getting some what is it I'm thinking of? It's a Monday. Definitely a Monday. So we can get some of our like canisters and stuff, right? So we can begin building our space gear. And that's kind of my plan, is to get a little bit of the ground game rolling. I don't even think, did we get any trace for that being ranked 2? Oh yeah, we have like, yeah. Okay, so we have like a little bit of ground reputation, right, going for us. So everything else is kind of just like as it comes along, we'll get it. But for tonight, we got to go through. Well, we got to do our endeavors. We got to go through and farm some TFOs. Yeah, we got Voss ships and Dyson Sphere, Polaron damage, and doing anthropods. Okay, I mean that's not going to be too terrible. We can hit Nimbus for 1 and do the other 2 in what's it called? Dyson Sphere. All right, so let's go knock out our endeavors first. I hope I have a Polaron weapon on here. I think I do. I really hope I do. But we'll go knock out our endeavors first, and then we'll go from there, right? So, are we still okay over here on YouTube? We are good. Okay, just wanted to make sure we're set. Let's see. What do we got? Let's go to Solnate Dyson Sphere. Depends where. I mean, I could just warp over there. It's not too far of a drive, but I'm lazy, so I'm gonna do it this way. Get our Voth and Polaron endeavors done. Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. For the last video I just put out, I did make an honest mistake. I, for some reason, thought I was Endeavor rank 5. I'm really 4.5. It's gonna be 5 today, so it's not that big of a deal. But for whatever reason, when I was editing it, I was like, I must have looked at something else. I'm not really sure, but that's all. Just a quick little faux pas on my part that I wanted to own up to, right? So, let's go get these Voss ships. What do we got to kill? 30 of them. We have Polaron on here, right? Please tell me I do. Disruptor. Oh. No. Oh, I have a Polaron turret in the back. I got to do 150,000 damage with the Polaron turret. Oh no. Well, this is going to be interesting. At least we'll knock out the Voss ships, and then doing anthropods, we can go to Nimbus 4, or we can just load up. I can't remember that mission that I love to farm for melee kills and stuff. But anyways, partisans, we can load that up. And mission partisans, they have doing anthropods right next to a console, so we could do that as well. It doesn't really matter which way we go about it. We just want to knock out our endeavors so that I can really be at rank 5 endeavors, right? And then a lot of TFO grinding tonight. A lot of TFO grinding. That's pretty much the theme of this right now. Is now that we're 65. Now it's like the building phase, right? We got to grind TFOs. We have to get marks. We have to wait 20 hours on our reputations and just go about it that way. Like that's exactly what the mindset is here. And once we can do that, I'm trying to hit a goal of, so we're on week 3. I am trying to hit a personal goal of being completed by June, July timeframe, somewhere in there. I'm talking reputations all rank 5 to 6, because I think it's 45 days for rank 5, and then it's another additional 45 days for rank 6 without any boost on your account. So 90 days. And we could be elite ready at rank 5. We really could if we, did our reputations and everything correctly. So that's my kind of ideal time frame. Is we're coming into May, so I'm looking at like July time frame, give or take. And that is with running about, I don't know, what do we do? 4, 8. So about 14 hours a week, give or take, somewhere in that time frame out of a whole week. So, what am I doing? We ain't gonna find any Voss ships if there's 15 players on the map, right? It's just not gonna happen. We need to switch maps. So if I can reach my goal of getting this account, or rather getting Bob here ready for elite content by July, I think we'll be able to even put like a Delta recruit on this account and a few other goodies along the way. We'll probably even do the Rising Summer event, so that'll be another ship on this account. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear and see what drops when it drops, and go about it from that way. But I feel like in 22 total hours played, we've made a lot of progress. And it does help that I've got previous knowledge of this, but at the same time, like it's kind of crazy. Like when you look back at it, it doesn't feel like it's felt like it's been a long like 2 weeks, but then it went by fast. So I don't know. All right, let's kill some Voth. We'll bring out some of our new toys so that they can help us take all these out. Ooh, I might have bit off a little bit more than I could chew at this level. And that's the other problem I have from time to time. Like, I forget that I'm not on my main account. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go in here and fight all this stuff, right? Because, like, I can do it. And then I realize maybe not. Maybe we should chill just a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly why right there. And it's hard because you're just not used to not having, like, as a veteran player, you're not used to having like your endeavors and your gear that you can reclaim, your ships you can reclaim. You're coming in here in the wrong mindset. So I now know better than to do that again. Hopefully they'll all still be there. Which one was I at? Was I over here? I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. I just got to make sure I like peel and not go in guns blazing. Yeah, I think I was right here. We only managed to get one of these. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna pull off over here a little bit. See if we can't manage to like pull back some. There we go. So we're not like pulling the entire There we go. That's one down. And like that's how you kind of have to play, right? When you're like a new, fresh character, you can't play it. Let me correct that. New, fresh character that doesn't have anything. You have to kind of play this way because otherwise, you're gonna go in and get smoked. Ew. I do not like a Titan's Rift on me. Our engine power is getting drained. But we're okay. We're good. Survive. I'm actually kind of surprised that the turret is putting in as much work as it is back there. We only have one turret with Polaron damage, and it's like, well, here's already 40,000 damage, so I guess it's something. We might actually get that one done before the Voss ships, right? So that'd be good. The grind, man, the grind. That's where we're at right now. It's been a fun grind. It's been a lot of fun putting all this stuff together, too. Some days are more frustrating than others. That the last video that we put out was on yesterday, right? Sunday. Yeah. Was it Sunday's video or Wednesday's? I don't know. I think it was yesterday's video, but the missions that I was farming was scaled so bad. I mean, like it was almost undoable. And I literally almost sat here and was like, I don't know if I can do this. I might have to like rage quit and like call for some backup or something, right? And I guess in a way that's kind of what Cryptic expects you to do, you know, play the game socially as an MMO. But I'm trying to do this as much as I can by myself, other than joining like TFOs, just so that like people can see like how the grind is, how difficult it is when you don't have stuff, right? So it's kind of why I'm making the choices I make, but I almost didn't think I was going to be able to complete that mission, and luckily we did. But I think Cryptic has a little bit of work ahead of them that they could definitely do for the betterment of the game. I guess is that a real word? Betterment. Anyways, yeah, they could definitely work on some stuff as far as what the game has available right now, right? Bro, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna die. Oh, this is rough. Look at this. This is just doing endeavors. We're at 11 of 30 for the Voss ships, and we'll get it done. It's just like things that you can do so fast when your characters are geared up. It takes a year to do on here. I guess that's why sometimes I feel like the time itself has passed so slowly, but it really hasn't in the grand scheme of things. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh, I survived. I'm alive. Damn it, I spoke too soon. I died. All right, we're halfway through it. Hey, thanks for the backup, but I died. All we gotta do, knock out these two endeavors. The last one's easy. Because the ground game is wildly different for us now. It is really crazy. After farming in the cool set, everything got super easy. I think ground is not as bad as space is on the scaling of things. Okay, well, now you took over my spot. Do we have... How many people are in this instance now? Yeah, it's starting to fill up. Damn it. All right, we got to get 15 more and fight with the other 7 players in here. We got our event too, right? I don't think, yeah. So we're almost there. We'll be 14 of 20 today, and then we have 6 more days, and we're going to get done before May 7th. So by the time next Monday rolls around, we will no longer be in this ship. This will be the last week of this ship. And I might do a little special video for Bob getting the Noble, right? Because it's such a beautiful ship. It really is. But yeah, once this event's complete, we'll be in that ship for the duration. And then we'll see what the Ryzen summer ship is and kind of go from there. But I think we might just more or less get it and then level it for the trait or something. Oh my goodness, this is going to be hard to compete with all the other players out here. We're still going to come in and try and tag something if we can. Let's see if we can. Just never mind. I don't think we got. Nope. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It's like it's really bad too, because if somebody's definitely out leveled you, outperformed you, right? Like they're gonna kill everything by the time you get there, and you just you gotta take it. You gotta take it on the chin and move forward. All right, at least we can get this one. Hopefully we can. Yay! Oh, look it. We got more. Move, you slow warbird. Let's go. Look, let me have these ones, and you guys can go to the other towers and stuff. Because I think if we get these ones, we'll be at 20. Oh! Gravwell. I want to get rid of this. These traits that we picked up, they do not perform very well at all. Like I don't think I've ever used Parting Gift until like this account. I know it's been around for a while, but I don't think I've ever used it. And it just doesn't seem like it does anything. Or maybe it does, I just don't notice it. Okay, let's get out of that explosion. But like looking at the damage logs and everything, it really doesn't appear like it hits at all. And if it does hit, it's a very minimal amount of damage. Oh, this zone filled up fast, isn't it? Because now there's like a whole bunch. Yeah. Well, no, we're still okay. No, we're at 7 people, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait till the Voth fleet comes in. Maybe. Yeah, because all the towers are locked down right now, so we'll wait till the Voth fleet comes in, and then we'll get the rest, our last 10 Voth ships, which we're almost done with the Polaron damage aspect of our endeavor, so that's good. And then, can I refine any dilithium? I sure can. Look at that. All right. I had to spend all the dilithium I could for the upgrade event this weekend just to upgrade some stuff on here. And fortunately, I wasn't able to upgrade everything I wanted because, hey, you don't get very much dilithium at this level. But if we had multiple characters and we had a dill farm, then yeah, probably. I don't know where the Voth fleet comes in. I'm all backwards. I think it's on this side, right? I think it's like somewhere over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's over. Is it? Oh, but there's a ship right here. No. Let me get the repair ship. Well, it counts. Every little bit counts. There we go. 21 of 30. All right. Poor feller. He was out there trying to go save his buddies. All right. Yeah, it is over here. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure anyways. Yeah, because we're going to get overall control and then they're going to warp in. So we'll just cloak up and get a little bit of ambush damage when they do. We can tag something, hopefully. A fleet of something. It should be pretty quick. Let me just kind of make sure. Yeah, we're good. We're just going to chill here for a minute. And then once the Voth fleet comes in when we have overall control. We should get our last 9. And then Polaron damage is right. I thought we were going to finish the Polaron damage before we got these, but I guess not. It's fine. We're pretty close. I think we're only like 50. What are we? 56,000 off. It's not too bad. We can get it. We'll get it for sure. And then once the endeavors are done, we'll load up our event, and then we're farming TFOs. And I'm gonna. I might. I don't know yet. I don't know how I want to go about this. I'm struggling with 2 things. This is nowhere near elite ready. This is never going to go into elite until, well, this ship's not going into elite, but nowhere near elite ready. I'm not going to bring a team down whatsoever. This is like advanced ready, and I may go farm some advanced ground missions. I'm not really sure. Hey, here we go. Holy crap. No. I don't want to be here. I need somebody to come through and tag all these. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be painful. Like, all somebody has to do is draw aggro. Let me get a couple tags on these, and it'll count for me. I just don't want to die. It'll be a process getting back over here. Yeah, we're doing okay. No, you stop shooting at me. Okay. Now we need 5 more. Oh, I need some turn rate. That's what I need. My inertia on this is so bad. All right, there it is. Yep, it was immune. I gotta flip around over here. Whee! Okay. Are we at 20? Oh, we're at 28. Did you guys leave anything up, or did you all wipe them out? By the time it took me to get like a whole 6 enemies, you guys wiped them out. Well, we do. Where's the Allied front tower at? I don't know if we can make it to there before somebody goes and clears it out, but we'll try. Everybody's fast. Yeah, this instance really did start to... I think that's not correct. I think we're in the wrong instance. I feel like I see a lot more players here than what is actually showing up. I don't know. Yeah, because look, there's even more players showing up over here. And can we get in here in time? I don't think so. I think this Odyssey is going to come and blow everything up. No, Chris Jones, don't do it. Save me 2. Save me 2 of them. Okay, so far so good. Nope, just kidding. Nope. Oh my goodness. I am not going to get... Nope. And that right there is a nutshell of how painful it can be when you ain't got nothing. You are competing with well-established players and your speed and everything. Yeah, it's just it's rough. It's rough out here. It can be done. It can be done. We just got to find like 2 stragglers somewhere. And there's unfortunately not another instance for me to go join into where it's a lot less players. So I think they're going to wipe out this tower. Yeah, I think I saw like 2 people fly over this way. So we just got to find like 2 straggling ships somewhere. There's no way there's going to be anything over here. I'll double check, but there's not going to be anything over here. Let's see. Yeah, look at, I mean, like, yeah, all the ships are destroyed. So we really just need to be on the eye for 2 straggling ships, and then we can get our Voss ships done, Endeavor. And Yeah. Then we'll go get the doing arthropods and the Polaron damage. I mean, like, we're less than 30,000 from that. Here, Voss ships, where are you? Gotta be someone around here. Someone wants to come and say hi, maybe. Like a repair ship, anything. I don't know if this is like one of those situations where since the power creep got so high on this game, right? And there's so many. I mean, I know like instances require like, you know, bandwidth and everything else, so I understand that. But I don't know if there should have been some kind of redesign with this system. Oh no! Let me go over here. Oh crap. Okay. But like, I feel like not just me, right, as on this new player experience account, but I'm sure others like struggle just, you know, getting this endeavor done sometimes, just because of like, if the instance is full, you're fighting to, you know, hit other ships. Hey, there we go. We got it. Oh no. Okay, survive. We could get. Oh, we might be able to get 18,000, right? We should be able to get 18,000 if we stop getting Tychon's Rift. That'd be awesome. Bro, we're gonna get it. I feel it. I am hugging this ship. I'm hugging it. I want to just. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it. Okay. I mean, we got the first part of our endeavor done, which this now actually puts us at rank 5. Like I said, I made a huge mistake with that. I thought I was rank 5, but now we really are. Do we want max shields? Do we want disruptor, Polaron, physical, or increase your ship's damage output with anti-proton, tetrion, kinetic, electric, toxic? Well, we're not really using any of that damage right now, so I'm thinking survivability. Probably wouldn't hurt to just give us a little bit of resistance to this, to be honest. Survivability would definitely help us here. Okay. We got 13,000 space damage to go. Let's go see if we can get it over here off of these. Oh, that was weird. It like all disappeared for a second. Wait. That was not all me. What happened there? What the hell? I didn't do all that. Did somebody fly by and blow it all up? Did they fly by and blow it all up? Because I ain't that strong. Universal Endeavor is like that. People wait and dice and duke it in 1 second. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and it's okay. Like, I get it. Like, obviously, I'm not, you know, complaining. Like, you just find ways to make it work. But at the same time, I just kind of feel like this system should have probably been reworked slightly. Just, I don't know how they would do it, but yeah. You are just so powerful. No, I'm pretty sure somebody flew by and blew all that up. There's no way that was me, because like, I didn't even do any damage on the Endeavor here. I mean, I did like 7,000 damage. But yeah, I do wonder if with a bunch of the power creep in the game, if there should be kind of a system. I don't know what they would do though. That's the thing. I just don't know how they would do it. I feel like Cryptic kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit. Just a little bit, right? Like, oh, we need like 400 damage and we're done. We're almost there. Then we'll go to Nimbus and fight over scorpions for a good minute. Well, not really. It's only 20 of them, so it's only like 4 spawns. But still. So much damage that the system couldn't even calculate it. Yeah. Here's 8,000 damage. You did it. Wait, what's yeah, on 102,000 hull. Absolutely, I broke it. Hell yeah, Ponderman. Thanks for having my back. I appreciate it. Makes me feel so good. I just need the damage on you. I don't really have to kill you. And you have that shield right up in front of you, so I'm just gonna apparently not shoot you. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's all done. Listen, this is the type of player I am. When I'm done with something and I don't have to do it, I'm going to fly off, I'm going to cloak, and I'm just going to leave because I don't care. Like, I just not going to waste the time, especially on this account. So, all right, let's go get our scorpions on Nimbus. My transwarp should be pretty close. We'll go to... Which one's closest? Well, I could just load up partisans and go straight to Nimbus. I'll just do that. That's a free transwarp. Let's just do that. Is it Klingon Civil War? Yes. Transwarp to it. Thanks. Which is funny because you can go inside the mission and get them too, but yes. We will just use this as our free transwarp to here. And then I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down there. So there you go. In case you don't know, if you need to go to Nimbus, Klingon Civil War, Partisans, Transwarp, you're there. And then you go fight with people on Nimbus and hope that they, they don't steal all your goodies. But like I said, the ground build here is now fairly decent. We were able to get that 3-piece Nicole. We got ourselves a little Targ, Crossfire Tribble. This Devouring Nanite Cloud, which just recently came out. About 3 months ago, something like that. Anyways, yeah, so it's definitely working out. I'm very happy with the ground portion of things. Because now we can just sit here and drop nanite clouds everywhere. Which, we probably didn't even need. That was all like complete overkill. But this is kind of where Nimbus is very much like Dyson Sphere. If you can find an instance like this, definitely go do it. Because a lot of people camp the Scorpions, and you're going to be what the French toast? Why did it put me way over here when I changed the instance? Anyways, yeah, that's why. You always, if you can find a low population instance, if you're doing endeavors, you're doing whatever, try and get it done. All right, let's get you. Let's get a security escort. Let's just start sending stuff out so we can knock this one out really quick. The one thing I don't like is the Nicole's weapon, but I mean, it was better than what we don't have. But like the secondary fire on it is, it leaves a lot to be desired. Go probes, go get them! Yay! And we should be done with our endeavors for today. There we go. We can do the universal one. I'm not too concerned about the universal. It's only like, 400 points? I mean, yes, we do get EC and stuff. I'm not concerned about it at this time. Let's go run our event, and then we'll evaluate it. Because I have to go back to the Dyson Sphere, which I should have just stayed there and done it. I should have just done it there. But I'm not worried about it at the moment. All right, let's queue up for our model rocket event. So we at least can get the Noble on this account. And if anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. And I don't care. You can carry this account to victory. But no, in all seriousness, I do not mind running TFOs where I can only do normal space on here and probably advanced ground. I'd be curious to see how well this would survive in Elite. The problem is I don't have the health, and I don't have I have like these ground traits. I don't have. Yeah, I got the kit recharge, the kit damage. See, if I had this unlocked, I put crit severity there. I might get rid of. I might actually get rid of this one. I might put just crit severity on. Let's just do that. That might be a little bit better. If I had the unlock, I would keep this as it is, but I don't. So I'm gonna get rid of just the 5% bonus damage for right now, and we're gonna go with crit severity for the ground. There we go. So we got our weapons, bonus damage, and then crit chance, crit severity, and kit recharge speed. And that'll be fine for right now. And then there's a bush there, right? Okay. I'm actually gonna build a rocket because why not? We'll just do it. And then let's see. After this, I think we'll start queuing TFOs. I think. I mean, we could always do this universal tomorrow, right? Like, it doesn't have to be done right now. Maybe we'll save that for tomorrow because it's it's got another day and 15 hours. So we'll do it for tomorrow's stream. We'll do that universal. Maybe there'll be something like kill Voth on the ground or something like that, and then we could just knock out both at the same time. Because having to hunt down this bioengineered Rex and everybody's going to be doing it 100%. It's just going to be a matter of like being there at the right time kind of deal. So not that big of a deal. I just want to make sure we knocked out our actual personal endeavors for today, and then we can just start farming. And this is the part that everybody gets to at one way or another in this game, is like you get to level 65 and then it's just a farm fest at this point. You got to farm marks, you got to get your reputations up, you got to build your reps, build your gear up, right? Build your EC up, build your dilithium. Like this is all it is from here on out until we're elite ready. So I would expect a good number of streams for us while we work on this, and any videos I put out are going to be centralized around a lot of farming. So I will try my best to I don't know why I walked off, but I'm gonna try my best to kind of break it up, so it's not just like oh, here's the footage of me doing it. It's kind of like what I did this past week with the videos. I'm gonna kind of keep that kind of theme, right? Because it's not real exciting sometimes, like it's not exciting when you're just farming. Everybody does it, so I'll get creative with the videos a little bit and keep it rolling. Because the main thing is we're going to be hanging out, we're going to be chatting, and then we're going to hopefully get to end game. I'm hoping by July, and that's including the summer event and all of our reputations. That's going to be the biggest thing. That's the biggest killer. It's the time. Time is the biggest killer on here. It's not lack of knowledge. It's not lack of anything else. It's just time, farming and time. So I'm kind of like weighing out by July-ish. It could be sooner. Who knows? It depends on how the reputation process goes, because I have ideas for what sets I'm going to run. Yeah. You want this, pal? I'll share. Go ahead. You can have it. Oh, look at this. I've probably only seen like 2 of those ever, and I never got it because I didn't care. But that's kind of cool. Anyway, so that's the idea. Is I'm looking at a July timeframe literally because of how long it takes time wise, and that's 19. What is it? 19 hours or 20 hours for each rep, right? So that's it. And once we get to a point, I could, if I could get enough materials between now and then, I guess I could do a lot of fleet stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Like, I would need to donate a lot to the fleet and get like vulnerability consoles, but you can't run vulnerability with isomags if I remember correctly. Maybe you can, but I don't think you can. I don't know. I don't really run them all that much. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I think you can run the other fleet consoles though with isomags. Is it the colony damage consoles that you can run? I think so. It's definitely not one or the other, and whichever way it is, I would want to run it the opposite way, just to essentially build up as much like beam damage as we can, because we're gonna do the noble. Or actually, I might do the noble as a. I don't know if I want to do that as a cannon boat or not. I might. It doesn't have too terrible of a turn rate, but we also don't have the endeavors too for our turn. So I don't know. I might turn that into a FA boat. I think I might stick with a FA boat on that one. And we have the isomags that we can eventually re-roll to like phaser damage, possibly. I'm literally just kind of like running around, not paying attention because I'm rambling. I forgot we were at this part. I'm like, why is there nothing else to pick up? Because we're done picking up stuff. Ew. Now, unfortunately, I know it's part of the movie and everything else. I do have to mute the sound now when we launch the rockets. Because, copyright's a thing. And I get hit with copyright strikes every time during the event. So I do have to mute the game sound for that. Are we just not going to get a single purple part? Like everything's blue? I mean, that's cool. Just everything has been blue. And I know y'all can't see the material, but it's fine. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I have to mute this. And it's unfortunate. Oh, wait a second. Has it been muted this whole time? I swear it has been. Am I the only one that's been hearing it? Because I just looked over at the console. I was already prepared for it. That's great. Okay, so that'll be game sound when we come back. Because now I did it backwards. Yay, zombies. Okay, see what we need like right out the gate, because we have a reputation or two like loaded up here. Let me pick one that's loaded that doesn't drop too often. Let's do Terran marks. Yeah, let's do Terran right now. There we go. Okay, that'll get the Terran one running. All right, now we'll have game sound. Oh, imagine that. All right. I think we're good on the experience bonus pulls for a while. So let's just grab some badges that we don't have. We'll grab a Klingon badge. We got some stuff that we can sell for EC. Do we got to salvage anything? I do have a salvage something. Yay. Okay, so we got stuff we can sell for EC. And I think we're set, right? That did count for my event. I hope it did. Yeah. All right, there we go. We got 6 days left. And I guess we begin here on our TFO journey. And we'll just join a random one here. What I kind of... I mean, I could do this too. I could do this. Hold on. We could kind of nitpick what we're going for. And we can do ground and see how we fare in an advanced ground. And if we do fairly well in an advanced ground, we'll go from there. Because advanced will allow me to start getting... some of the pieces, right? Like as far as whatever. And we can get the hell away from these scorpions. I don't know. I feel like we could do advanced ground. Let's go play with some janky ground TFOs. Let's do this. Let's change it only to ground. And let's see what we can do. Why not? Yeah, we won't get the extra mark box, but I have a plan. I think it might work. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And we know better. I just get the feeling like he's gear wise, he's okay enough for it, right? I mean, he's not going in and he's not going to, just die right out the gate or anything, or he shouldn't anyways. So I think advanced is safe. I don't know. I don't think we're going to do elites until I don't know when we're going to do elites. I don't know. I don't have a threshold for elites right now. I might wait till this Ryzen Summer event rolls around and we'll get some of the kits, some of the really good kits like Ball Lightning and stuff, right? Because that would be really good for us for elite content. So I may wait until that comes around and then get the Ryzen kit. Because right now I just grabbed this off the exchange, which is not a bad kit. It's not the worst, but I think I'd rather have the Ryzen Summer kit, and then we might look at elites. But I think this is going to hold us over for advanced. And like I said, the idea, the plan is, if this works, is we start getting stuff like the Borg neural processors. We're not really going to do anything with the Borg gear, so I don't know why I said that. I guess it'd be make more sense to farm discovery, right? Because we're going to need these spore canisters. We're going to run at minimal Lorca's 2-piece, if not the 3-piece, probably the whole 3-piece, the console, the torpedo, and the beams. Or I might forego the torpedo and just go straight beams. I don't know. Then we might, look at like Terran or something, right? If we're gonna do phaser set, then we're gonna want, the Terran beam array at the very minimal, phaser beam array. So I'm just kind of thinking like ahead of if I can start doing this now and getting early on the equipment we need, then all we're waiting for is really just the time. The time is the only factor at that point. So it's kind of like preparing ahead. And if we can prepare ahead, we get it knocked out of the way, great. And then we just sit on a bunch of whatever. And then every day it's just farm for marks to get our reputation up. It's farm for this, for whatever. Oh my goodness, you need to go clear some injuries. And that's the other thing too. I've noticed, and I'm not saying anything bad about this. I'm not that kind of player, and I could be that kind of player. I have noticed time and time again, especially with ground missions, that people will just go in there, they'll AFK, and whatever, they'll let somebody carry them through because they can die 1,000 times, and it really doesn't mean anything, right? Like it's not that detrimental. Because two really geared players can do most of this, if not one super geared player can. Like I've seen people on ground do 3,000 DPS, which is a lot for ground. So it's possible that they, we could do something. Hey, carry me to victory. I just know for a fact that I like to participate. I also like to not be. I don't want to be that guy. I just don't. Because I feel like. It's kind of a negative experience too. Are we all going the same way? Yeah, we're all going the same way. I mean, I'm good with it. I don't care. But see, like that, having that right there, that Ball Lightning would be great. But like I said, we're gonna be okay. This is advanced, and I mean, normals were kind of a cakewalk in that video from what was it? I don't know which one I did. I dropped 2 videos this week, and I'm trying to remember which one I did what in. But normal was very easy once we had this set. I guess it was yesterday's. Now, just because I dropped the video yesterday, I didn't play yesterday because I was editing and everything else. So a lot of the footage picks up from like Wednesday. I think, yeah, we go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, a little Saturday morning, and then I start the editing process. So Sundays I don't even play at all. All right, we'll send those probes out. They can go and help defend, blah blah blah. It's not that big deal. But yeah, like I said, we just do this. I think this is going to work out great. There's no reason like we should not be able to just farm a whole bunch of ground missions and get what we need. And it's going to kind of bite for people who really loves the space combat, because I definitely love space combat, but we're gonna have to take a break from space combat only because like we have to gear up for that, right? So I think the only time we're gonna really be doing space stuff is going to be like endeavors, and that's it. There's no reason for us to really farm space TFOs, because we can't do advanced space TFOs. We can definitely do advanced ground, but we can't do it, at this time. And I guess that's kind of what I've been saying from the get-go, from when we started this whole journey 3 weeks ago. Why I said my goal was to build ground first, because space you can build in the background. Ground is so easy to build for. I mean, as you can see, it only takes a handful of items. You don't need as much for ground as you do for space. So I highly recommend, if you are a new player or want, expressing interest in the game, to join, build your ground set. I'm definitely in space combat. I didn't even start on a ground build till a few months in. Yeah, and you had a struggle, didn't you? You had a struggle building that space set, because it's the scaling and everything else. I know that's the case, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, now you're probably at a place. Let's see, pardon me. You've been at this for what, a year now plus, so you're probably at a place now. It really doesn't matter what you do, but if it was a fresh account like this is, definitely I recommend build ground first. Ground is so much easier to do than space, and it's just because there's not a lot of there's not a lot to ground, and the items to obtain for ground, most of them are story anyways. You can plus or minus like the Ryzen stuff when that comes around, and then you can plus or minus like a reputation piece, but that's pretty much it. Like I said, like CQC Burnham, but otherwise, like, you can get the whole Nicole set. You can get most of the kits that your character comes with, or that you can pick up along the way, whether you're engineer, science, tactical. It could be all the stuff that you get in game. Like, I'm literally using like Rally Cry and ambush and everything else, right? So like, it's all stuff that like is already a part of the game without even like having to try and pick it up. You just get it. So yeah, now I run elites with no problem, but originally space combat was rough. Yes, yeah, and that's why like we're building this way. This was my plan for that, because I do, going through is the space scaling at level 65, which has just been a nightmare. Going through that was enough for me to sit there and go, like, there's no way I'm going to do space, like, at all. But see, like, having this set right here, like, I get immunity every minute or something like that. I think it's a minute, and then I'm good to go. Like, I just, then I have the nanites that I can keep around me to reflect damage, or I can send them out to do damage. Like, it doesn't take a lot, and all this was just earned in game. So there are little tricks to the trade, I suppose. The Delta arc was a wake up call. Yeah, why is it not transporting me? I hit it twice. That's weird. Okay. Anyways, yeah, Delta. So right there, that was kind of my ordeal too. Was Delta was like, it scaled majorly. I would say they can go and clear that other crystal. It's fine. I'm not trying to be like too much of a bum, but I've been doing work, so it's okay. I'd say right around this time, right around Solanae is when everything changed. New Romulus wasn't bad, like, as far as like just that area of stuff, right? Because like there wasn't, it's all on the ground in the first place, and it wasn't like too detrimental. I think the Tholians would be kind of bad in the cave, but like this is where the game scales. It goes like, they just enabled hard mode from Solanae on, like, and we've only nitpicked a few missions for items and stuff. That's it. But like, doing Dust to Dust was one of the missions I did just because of like, was it the Vodwar? Yeah, the Vodwar that I had to do for an endeavor. And that was one of them that I was just like, well, there's a bunch of odd war in this mission, so I'm just gonna go do that. And like as soon as I started shooting at them and like getting swarmed by them, I was like, I might have messed up. I should have just gone to Kabali Prime and gone to the war zone. Like, why did they even queue up a mission? But that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, you're right. Like Delta is very rough, very unbalanced, and it's only that way for players that aren't geared, which is basically anybody who starts the game fresh, right? And what's cool is like, I can't remember. I think it was during one of Cryptic's live streams here recently. It might have been another streamer. I'm not sure exactly who it was, so I don't want to misquote anything. But I know Thomas was on there, and he was talking about like the influx of new players that we've had, and I guess it's kind of what made me want to do this in the first place. Because like even myself, you know, like coming back to the game, and after the many breaks I've taken, like there's a lot of things that I sit there and I go, I kind of don't remember how it used to be, and I wonder how these new players are going to fare. And then when I go through and do this, I go, oh my god, it's a nightmare. Like like who you know, like now granted, right now there is that, you know, Jemadar Vanguard event where new players can absolutely get a level 60 okay geared character. Like they're probably more geared than Bob is. That being said, it still is going to be a bit of a struggle because they're not going to have like starship traits or endeavors or anything else, right? Like if that's their very first character they're rolling into, they're still going to have a bit of a struggle, but it is something. So we I'm just gonna set these right here. Yay! We're done. Yeah. See, it's like there's gotta be a delay or something right now. I don't know what's going on. It wouldn't let me transport it over here. And we transport twice. Okay. I mean, it's fine. It's working as intended. But this is the whole journey from here until the end. And then I am setting my goal for being elite ready to be space elite ready. Ground is going to be here pretty soon anyways. There's probably no reason that I couldn't go into ground queues right now other than the fact that like my damage output isn't quite there, but I'm pretty sure I could survive no problem, like at all. The skill is not that high. It's just a matter of doing damage and really like not being a complete detriment to the team. But I mean, again, like I probably could do it. I think we're okay with okay with advanced. We don't want to push it too far. But like I said, my goal is to get the account at least elite ready by July, and my threshold is to pull 100,000 DPS in a space combat TFO. I should say in effective space elite consistently 10 times in a row. If we can do that, then I would deem that to be elite ready, because the rest of the game, you don't need more than 100k DPS to be able to do space TFOs. You can absolutely do it on a team of everybody being 100k. Is that the realistic aspect? No, because everybody's doing like, you know, 500 to a million plus 2 million, 3 million. I've seen when the Impreza Lance was broken, we were seeing like 4 million DPS. So I'm just gonna drop those there. I'm just kind of chilling. So 100,000 is where I'm comfortable at, and once we do that, we're gonna give it away. We're gonna give this account away, and we're going to give the email away associated with the account, everything. And I think I might load up something special with it, but I'm not gonna tell you all what until that day comes. So I don't know, I don't know if I want to drop some keys, a promo ship on here, something to whoever gets this account can get a little extra something with it for being a part of that journey, you know. And unfortunately, it's only one account. But if this is a successful journey, which on YouTube so far it has been a very successful journey, yeah, we do. You know, we kind of want to sweeten the pot a little bit. So when that day comes, you'll know. Go get them, nanites. Go swarm them. I really actually do like this little kit. Like, even though it's not the greatest damage, I just like the fact that like it swarms them and it looks cool, like animation wise, but it's also like really good for survivability, right? Because like now if I recall them back to me, I'm just kidding, they're not going to recall. I must be getting a weird lag. There they go. Yeah, now I have a shield around me and I reflect damage, and then I can send them out to go attack. So I mean, it is a really cool kit. Just probably not the world's greatest kit, but it's good. I enjoy it. All right, what did we defeat both of them, and what do we got left? Oh, I guess we didn't. Yeah, so see, like I said, the advance is really nothing, and I could possibly do elite, but now we got our discovery marks, and we got our first canister, which let me move the rewards over here for a second, because they are underneath my camera, but we do have... What would that be under the... That's weird. Does it not have an interface thing? Because the mini is it the mini notifications? I'm gonna see if it is. I'm gonna move loot roll info over here too. We're just gonna move all this over here so y'all can see it when I'm streaming. Because there's nothing else underneath the camera. Nothing else here. This is the chat box, which I have minimized. Unless it's tied to the chat box. That would be weird. Okay. We're gonna see if that's it. So yeah, there's the Polaron stuff. Let me see. I'm gonna see. No, it is tied to the chat box. Oh no, it's a hunt. I didn't know the loot. Look at that. The loot's tied to the chat box. Okay, so we're gonna move this over here, and we're just gonna minimize chat. Or not, maybe. If I minimize chat, it goes to the bottom left. Is it still gonna pop up over here? I never realized that the loot was tied to the chat box. I always thought it had its own individual box. That's kind of funny. That's an advanced queue down. You know what? I am kind of curious. I do want to see something. Because like I said, I know survivability-wise, oops, I need a different combat log than that. I know survivability, we're great. We're good. We're golden. We could probably definitely do elites. I'm curious what my ground damage is like compared to everybody else, because I don't have a whole heck of a lot going on. Where did this tribble come from? Wait, I'm making tribbles in my devices because of the crossfire tribble? Wait, what? That's great. They consumed like whatever food and stuff I had in there. That's awesome. I forgot that happens, because all I had was these two, and then I think I had like a root beer and something else or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I don't want it, like, I don't have a carnivore tribble, so I'm just gonna dismiss you right now. Okay. So yeah, there we go. We got our first canister. That's gonna go towards Delta, and we're just going to I'm gonna pull up our DPS parser. We're gonna go look and see what we can do inside a ground TFO. Wait a second. Wait a second. Is Joshua McCurry still in here by chance on YouTube? Because if so, I ran a TFO with you earlier. That's funny. I was in the Grawl. I only know it because I'm looking at the combat log. If you're still here, that's awesome. You were flying something. Were you in the Arc Royal or something like that? No, you were dropping some fun sciencey stuff. But I just realized that looking at the combat log, that was your name. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. Are we seeing it on screen? No, we're not. Why are we not seeing it on screen? Window capture, properties. Here we go. Yep. How come I'm not seeing you? Is it not? Okay. There we go. All right. So now I'm very curious to go see, like, we're going to make this a little bit smaller. And now everybody's going to know what the @ handle is at this. But that doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm going to queue up for one elite. We're going to kind of gauge where we're at because we should be able to survive it, right? So we're going to do ground only. We should be able to survive it, no problem. If we do the objectives and everything, we should be okay. I just don't know what we're going to be putting out damage-wise, and we're going to see like how bad we get carried in this because we're going to get carried. Like that's for sure happening. I just kind of want to gauge where I'm at as far as like, oh, I'm only doing 110 DPS or something, right? Because like, and again, ground doesn't, it's not that big of a deal. It's just, you don't want to be the person that's dying over and over, not helping do the objectives and like burning out timers, or you're not helping, you know, kill whatever boss on the ground you got to kill within a time limit if the, you know, there is one or whatever. So that's just kind of why I'm more or less curious about it. But if we do okay in this, then maybe we'll just stick to elite grounds and whatever. We'll be doing elite ground queues for the foreseeable future. And then that will really like speed things up because yeah, we get more marks, we get more goodies. So crafting materials, ISO mag stuff, right? Oh, look at that. So we'll see where we're at. And if we can't handle elite right now, it's okay. It's only week 3. It's only week 3 with only a total of like 23 hours. I think we might be at a day playtime. Let's see. With the stream and everything, right? Because I think I ended it on 22 and something. So let's see. Bob has been active duty for 1 day, 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 24 seconds. So he is now a day old. 1 day old, and we're already attempting elite ground queues, which... it's not too terrible. And like I said, if we can't do it, we're not meant to do it right now. So it's okay. But if we can go in, contribute, not die a whole bunch, like, you know, at least do something to benefit our teammates and like complete the objectives, then we'll continue down this route. I know that not everybody's able to do that. So at the same time, I'm kind of trying to be realistic, but I'm thinking like I have enough, you know, helpful kits, and I have enough ground gear and everything else. So hopefully, yeah. And yeah, happy birthday, Bob. You're a day old. A day old of playtime. So, which is great. You know, that's kind of where we're all at in this mindset of this journey that I'm doing. So I'm very, very happy about it. But if we can do elite grounds, the whole game definitely changes for us, because now it's literally just stack up everything on elite ground queue and wait for timers, and then you know, mass drop everything on those timers. I think the hardest thing that's going to be is building up dilithium, right? Because you can only refine 8,000 a day, but we have plenty of time to build up dilithium. We just have to be very specific on what set pieces we get when we get them, because I think each one's like 32,000 dilithium. And I don't remember, can you buy vouchers off the exchange? Can people sell those mining vouchers? I don't remember if you can or can't. I haven't tried in so long, but maybe you can. I guess I could go over. Isn't there exchange on Nimbus? I don't remember. I think there is. There should be one inside here. But I don't remember if you can buy those dilithium mining vouchers, because then you can turn them into reputation vouchers, and then maybe we could go about it that way. But I haven't used one of those in a long time either. So, all right, here we go. This is actually a decent one. This is a fairly easy one. Spiders jump on us. We should be like, you know, mindful of that, but we should be. Let me grab a flashlight. I have never grabbed a flashlight on here, so we might as well. Right? Does it go into our inventory? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it in your device slot because why not? Here you go. Now we got a flashlight. So we are definitely the low. Oh, this one's kind of close to us. They only have 900 hit points. We have 704, so we're just like a little bit lower. But like I said, we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see what we can do. And if this is too much, we know we learned. If it's not too much, we're gonna keep pushing. We will push until the game pushes back. Give my flashlight. All right, I am gonna go this way. I'm gonna start sending this out, and yeah, here we go. Well, we know we have to get rid of these devices, right? That's part of it. So you see what I mean by the DPS? Look at these. Look at these. Look. We're getting like massively carried, right? Like I said, the damage on a ground TFO, it really doesn't matter. As long as you're doing the objectives and stuff, it really doesn't matter. You just don't want to be a dying whatever, because there's so power creep on the ground is like way easy. Look at that. Look. All right. So let's see. Where are we at? Oh, look at that. We're at 126 DPS. We are not a detriment right now. I mean, like, yeah, we're getting carried, but what I'm saying is we're not the bottom person. And this is a very easy elite TFO, to be fair. It is a very easy one. Yeah, all we got to do is go rescue people and then beat the last person right at the end. And I don't know, maybe we'll stick with elite TFOs for ground. This may work out fairly well. We'll see. We'll see when it comes to the harder ground TFOs. There's not really too many hard ground TFOs. But see, like that spider jumped on me and it was like, okay, fine, all right. I'm being held a little bit. Oh, it bites. Here, let me just sit there and do this, right? Let me bring some stuff out. I just don't see us. Yeah, I don't see this being an issue. I think the hardest ones are going to be like the Terran ones. I think those are going to be honestly the hardest TFOs is the Terran ones. Why are you guys like running way away? You know what? My nanites can deal with y'all. I don't care. It doesn't bother me none. Bye. Just go. Just get out of my house. You're in my house. And then I just send those ones out. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's so... I think we're good. I think we're golden. We might have been elite TFO ready. But, well, for ground anyways, right? Like, our damage is trash, for sure. But our survivability... And honestly, that's all that really matters for ground TFOs, because most of them are objective-based TFOs. Most of them are. There are a couple that require you to do damage and, like, whatever, right? But, like... I think other people can really kind of handle that portion. I need to speak with you. Because this is the end right here. This is literally the end. Our first elite TFO happened on stream. We had a spider jump on us. We had like 3 others shooting at us. We didn't even take a scratch. We were just like, it'll buff out. It'll be fine. We gotta try more elite TFO grounds. We're gonna do as many as we can. That's what we're gonna do. Elite TFO grounds for days, right? Let the good people of STO PC carry us with the damage, but we will do fine by doing objectives and staying alive, right? Because look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. That was our first elite queue done. And we get this, yeah, we get our crafting stuff. So look at that. Like this is gonna be interesting. our journey to the end might have sped up just slightly. We don't have a choice but to wait for the other like timer stuff. But as far as like, you know, I don't need GPL. I don't need to play Dabo. Is there not? I thought there was a exchange down here. Maybe not. Am I thinking of somewhere else? I know there's a bank over here, right? Yeah, there's a bank. I swear I thought there was an exchange in here. Oh well. Okay, all right. It's fine. We'll hang out in here. I just wanted to see if I could find those mining claims on here or not. I wasn't sure if they were available for us. Just a bank? Okay. All right. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. It wasn't important for me to hit the exchange, but I just was kind of curious to see if something was on there. But yeah, now we're just making our way in the ever-ending grind for getting Elite ready. And we're already, you know, kind of making strides tonight. Strides I wasn't quite certain we were going to make, but now we're going to see. Let's see if we can get a more challenging ground Elite TFO, because that one was kind of a give me. It really was. I'm just going to sell all this stuff for money. I mean, to be fair, probably most of the ground TFOs, even the Borg ones, aren't going to be that bad, because I definitely know all the objectives for them. But I think it's just, I'm trying to think which one is really going to be the hardest one that we're going to have to evaluate, you know. Just a huge disconnect between like ground and space, which helps us. Let's sell off this stuff. Let's just start building EC as well. Doop. No, I'm not gonna keep all those for duty officer assignments and whatnot. So yeah, we'll sell off stuff from the boxes. That queue did pop, right? Did I hit accept? I hope I hit accept. I think I hit accept. Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, we're doing Brotherhood of Sword. Okay. This one's not too terrible. Just activating consoles within 15 seconds of one another. So again, like as long as I do the objectives to help out, I will be okay. Minor Elite Ground. Listen up. It's funny because you're showing up on the combat log right now. Like you're literally right there. I don't know if you're in this mission or not, but there you are. Oh, I don't even have it activated. That's funny. Oh no, that is you right here. Right? No, that's not you. Nope. I don't know why you're showing up on the combat log. That's kind of odd. Yeah, if I was on my other account, I could do that too. I have no reputation. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna keep ourselves alive. You activate that one. I think the other one's over here. Yep. All right. I'm gonna focus solely on doing objectives because I know that the damage isn't there, but completing the objectives and the TFO is what's important. Did we get it? Did it go? What? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. What happened there? I've had the same experience the last few days since hitting max level. It is a nightmare. I understand your pain. I was on Nimbus probably while I was on. Oh, that's odd though. I guess the parts are okay. That makes sense. I guess we were in the same instance or something. That's probably what it was. Yep, there we go. All right, so objective focus. Let's get over here to the next consoles because we are. Oh, it's on the other side. I don't know why I went this way. It's fine. No, you guys are running away. Okay. Did somebody go activate that one? I want to be ready for this one. Yeah, no. What are we? Okay. Was I supposed to activate it? All right, I guess I'll come over here and activate it. I thought somebody literally was right. Oh, you are. I was trying to be ready for this one over here. It's fine. I'm ready now. I activated the nanites. We're good. We're golden. All right, that one's good. Hopefully they got the other one. Like, I honestly was not trying to move. Oh. Bruh. I got this one. Is anybody at the other one down there? I can't tell. Yeah, I think so. All right, good. Woo! I wasn't sure what we were doing at first because like nobody hit this first one, so I was like, okay, I'm either gonna be at this one or this one. I know where they all are, but I guess we were just chilling. Everybody was just having a good relaxing break. That's what it was. All right, let's see. I know this one over here in the pen. Somebody's over there. I'll come up here on the ramp and I'll get this one. Maybe? Yeah, you can, you got it. Go for it. Or are we okay? I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna try and make it over here in time. Excuse me, coming through. Maybe they don't know where they're at. Maybe that's what it is. Oh my gosh, I can't activate it. I'm getting shot. Did we get it? Did you leave the pin? Bro. Okay, and did you leave this one? You left this one. Oh boy. Oh, we got it. Okay. I was like, I can't activate all three. I can get two. Like you hit one and go to the other one, but you can't activate three of them. Well, unless I had the ground transporter device and like some speed. Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Could you get 3 in 15 seconds on here? Because the activation time is what, like 3 seconds? I guess if you were super fast. Yeah. Maybe you could. Boop. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have an issue with elite TFOs. I think if we stay being objective based as much as possible and just, you know, staying alive and not being a detriment to the team, I think we can farm the hell out of elite TFOs. Ground, for sure. We can't do it in space because space requires damage, right? But ground, we're doing what's required of us to do. He got one-shotted. I don't know what. Wow. There we go. Yeah. Now we got 2 Iconium probe data cores. So, and unfortunately, the loot is tied to the chat. I don't care to keep chat open, but I'll just leave it on combat just because I don't care to read, you know, all the stuff in there. My boy was so close to rage quitting. I was too. I really was at first, but now look at us. We're making moves here. We are definitely making strides, you know. So it's crazy is basically all you really need to do is focus on your ground gear at max level and then farm elite TFOs, assuming that other players are geared in the damage department, that they have more playtime than you. Because as long as you're experienced enough to stay alive, right? Like you just stay out of red, you don't stand in stupid stuff, right? Don't die. You should be okay. You really should be. And then you just start building like we are. Like we're just gonna take all this stuff and just build away. And here's the other thing too. Now it's not much, but I can sell these items right here on the exchange. That's going to help with EC. That you're not going to get a lot of it unless it's, you know, the isomags themselves. but it's going to be something to help us build our EC up. And of course, doing our endeavors. We're not going to be able to really do Tour of Galaxy because, again, like the ship is not equipped to do that. So as long as I just find alternative means of building up our EC and just staying on top of our dilithium, I really do think that we could be space ready by June, July, June, July timeframe. And we're about to hit May 1st next week. So that's kind of where I'm at in that mindset. And it's just going to be a matter of taking a couple things and, donating to the fleet, because I'm going to want to get like a fleet deflector, right? And I'm pretty certain when we get to Noble, I'm going to run fleet deflector, prevailing engines, Tilly's shield, and I don't even know what warp core. I guess I could do like as a free-to-play player, I guess I could do a Bajor. I don't know what kind of warp core, or I guess I could just do a colony warp core or something, or prevailing warp core, or Tilly's warp core. Go 2-piece Tilly's, why not? There we go. We'll just do that. We'll figure it out when that time comes. But that's kind of where my mindset is with all this. Joshua, if you're still here, did you want to run Elite Ground as well? I didn't know if you were wanting to join up and do Elite Grounds. I mean, I might not have the damage, but I can get the objectives done. I can get the survivability, and I won't be that detrimental. Or Potterman, or anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome to. If you need to add me, I'm this one, the very bottom one, which I didn't do any damage that TFO because I was hitting all the consoles and stuff, right? So feel free to add that account. Just keep in mind you're in one at the moment. No worries. But yeah, see, that the reason we named it is because this is going to be the account that's given away. So you're kind of stuck with that @ handle. The 2-piece warp core and shield are meta. Yeah, that's why I said I just got to figure out like which way I go about it, because, well, it's not necessarily true. It is partly meta, but it depends on if you have like the Tholian warp core, or if you have what's the other warp core I'm trying to think of? Anyways, so it is true and it isn't. It all just depends on like how you're set up, right? Because like Tholian warp core is very hard to beat, especially on certain builds and whatnot. And if you line the crystals up correctly and you get that damage in, so it just all depends. But yeah, I think we will do Tilly's shields and Tilly warp core for Tilly 2-piece, and then we'll just run colony deflector and prevailing engines. I think that should be fine. Because I'm not dropping a dime on this account. This is all free to play, so everything has got to be earned. And whatever event stuff, right? That's the other thing. Event equipment, event consoles, whatever. So let's see. Yeah, so that's 2 elite queues down. Joshua, no worries that you're in one. Maybe we'll just run across one another. Feel free to queue up, and if I see you, I see you, and then we can group up afterwards. Not a big deal. I'm just gonna keep it rolling, and we're just gonna see if there's any of these queues that we just are absolutely gonna get hammered by, or that the damage output of the queues, if we're all just kind of lacking. We'll get a gauge for it, but I don't really see it happening. I mean, I've done all these queues quite a few times. I'm just trying to think what honestly would be the hardest one here. I mean, this is minor instabilities is really easy. It's they're all very. Youre beach assault might be a little bit rough, a little bit, just because you gotta kill the Zenkethi and like stop them with the bombs, and there is a fail mechanic on that one. Birdcage isn't hard at all. Ability to beast, yeah, like this. I don't think so. I don't think there's gonna be too many that's gonna stop us. As long as the team as a whole can operate and be all right, I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, so it is something about being here on Nimbus, because now we have another person in the DPS log. So I guess it's tied to the instance. I didn't know that. I always just thought it was a team-based deal, because I don't ever run the combat log outside of TFOs, because there was no real reason for me to. So kind of interesting to learn that. Yeah, here we go. Minor instabilities. Like, this is a very easy one.
Greetings. Welcome to the Federation.
We'll go to one side, and they'll go to another side. We'll do that, and then we'll go and fight a bunch of Gorn and Romulans, and then yeah, win. Then we defend the Gorn. So it's great. Or Nicole. So I don't know. If they keep popping up like this and it keeps rolling, I mean, I'm happy. I have no complaints. I'd rather have a chill Monday night with little to no problems whatsoever, and just let us build away. Let us build this account away, because I after this last week, it was a little stressful. And I know Edgy was over here saying about how they just experienced that same difficult, spike in the missions and whatnot. It's nice when you have a little bit of reprieve after all that. Because I didn't want to come on here and just, honestly, I didn't want to come on here and just like get my ass kicked the whole time, Like, it could happen. It absolutely could happen. But I just didn't want that to be the case. So I'm kind of glad that we're getting a little bit of reprieve. I'm counting my blessings right now. Do we have people down at this one? How many of us are up here? I see 1, 2. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's split. It's 3 and 2. That's okay. I'm on PlayStation, so I can't add you. I had thought about for a while there, because I have the Xbox and I have the PC account. I've honestly thought about getting a PlayStation for the purpose of having STO on all 3 platforms. I really did. But then I was like, but why? Because like I know I'm a masochist and I like to do stuff like this, but like, why? So I'm gonna have to pass on the PlayStation for now. However, that's not a guaranteed thing for the future, right? Doesn't mean, you never know. You never know. I never want to put anything and say like, oh, this is a permanent for sure thing. But as of right now, we're gonna stick to PC and Xbox, which we barely even play Xbox. I'm only doing it for the Noble, but we'll stick to PC and then go from there. It kind of makes me wonder too about the future of STO and the direction that we're headed in right now. I wonder if they're ever gonna figure out a way to like merge at least the console community. I'd say at least the console community, because like I know for a fact on Xbox, I don't know how it is on PlayStation. I've heard on PlayStation the numbers are pretty low, but I know on Xbox, like, what time is it right now? It's 10 o'clock. I'd be willing to bet if I went to ESD on Xbox right now, there's maybe 2 instances of 30 people. Maybe. If that. There might be less. But I wish they would merge the 2 consoles so that they could play together, just because I feel like y'all would be a little bit more comparable with PC. Because I've had times on Xbox where I wait for stuff. Just let me know if you get a PlayStation account and I add you to our fleet. That sounds great. I will definitely do that. I will oh, wait. What am I doing? We're moving on. Yeah, and like I said, it's never a not, thing set in stone. I mean, I bought a Nintendo Switch when I never intended to, so PlayStation has a pretty solid base. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's good then. Then it just must be Xbox, and Xbox sucks. So no, I'm not saying that in a negative manner. I'm just saying that's just how it is, But if that's the case, that is what it is. You know, I just know, like, last week on stream when I brought up both the Xbox and the PC, and the difference in population was very noticeable. You imagine too, like, how much easier this ground content's going to be when we get like the ground reputation stuff and we get some other decent kits. I really am looking forward to the summer event to do on this account, which is right around the corner. So we're going to be doing that here on stream, and you know, that'll also help kind of break up the monotony a little bit, right? Doing all the Rise and Summer stuff, because I want to make sure that one, we get, you know, some of the kit and kit modules that it has to offer, because that'll help our ground game quite a bit. But just, you know, like, think about it right now. It's like we're able to survive and do objectives, and we put a little tiny bit of damage, right? Like, we ain't doing much, like a whole whopping 100 something DPS. But imagine when we get all the other stuff, right? We get all the other stuff. This account's going to be like, whoever gets it, their ground game's going to be set. Like, you all be able to farm your ground stuff no problem with this this account. It's really just the space part of it that's like, okay, you know, can those nanites go up there? I don't know if they can or not. I know they can definitely go over there and start racking up some damage on them, but yeah. We even thought about too, like, depending on the success of this challenge, this new player experience challenge. I've even thought about possibly, you know, and this is why I said, like, even with the PlayStation account, or an Xbox account, like, starting fresh on those and then giving away those accounts too, as part of, you know, the whole challenge and journey. Because I like to do stuff that is not necessarily like the same old, and this is not against any content creator, anybody whatsoever. I just don't like to do the same old, like, I got this premium ship and here's the build for it, and, you know, blah blah blah, right? Like, I like to find things that are a bit challenging and seeing if it will, you know, how it can be done, how long it'll take to be done, you know. And that's the thing about STO. And if you really do sit down and think about it, the game is a farm simulator to the point of you almost have to make up content to do. You really do, as a content creator, because otherwise we're just doing this. Like, we're doing, let's farm this and build this character up, and it's just a big farm simulator at the end of the day. And it's fine, like, that's part of the game. I get that. But if I could find something abstract about the game, or like some kind of challenge that, like, puts me to a test, I want to do it. I want to do it just because I want to see if it can be done, and, you know, what the journey is like. Because when you've played the game for, you know, 14 years off and on, the only thing that's new is whatever little bit of content they trickle in here and there, right? Like the updates for the season, like, that's it. That's the only thing that's new. Everything else pretty much remains the same. It's the same cycle, and until they break that cycle or change it, I don't foresee the. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do in the future. I'm hopeful for it, though. I'm hopeful for this. If you need the Borg materials, I can tank an infected elite. I'm not sure what Borg stuff we're gonna need. I'm trying to think honestly, like, if I'm doing a free-to-play space build, I don't know reputation-wise. Let me see here. We can survive for a second. I mean, now if I was building a torp boat, I would definitely do like 2-piece Omega for sure. But I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. I mean, I'm not opposed to grabbing all the materials by any means. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just trying to think in terms of, like, what the plan is as far as getting elite ready. Oh yeah, that's right. I see. You're right. Assimilated module would be good. Okay. Yep. Cutting beam wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know if I want to just. I guess I kind of want to go as straightforward with like phaser with the Discovery, Terran, phaser, and maybe like trying to attempt to buy some radiolithic phasers off the exchange or something. I don't know if I guess the Omni board cutting beam could be like our back piece, right? Because we're not gonna get the Pavo on here or anything, like unless it somehow returns, I guess. So yeah, the module. Okay, yeah, you're right. You did. Let me put the Valdor console on, and I'll be ready next. my my space. My space set is gonna be. But we're just gonna do infected space, yeah, ISC, yeah. So it's funny because I actually ran ISC with you earlier. I don't know if you caught that or not, Josh, but I ran it with you on my main account, and the only reason I know that is because you showed up in the combat log. I'll pull it up here on screen in a second. I was like, oh, wait a second, your name looks familiar. I was in the Grawl, and you went through and like you smacked the hell out of it. But I was working on my main account build when you were in there with me. It was here. Let's just do this. I think I have it right here. I do. All right. So let me pull this up. This is what threw me for a loop. I ran ISC earlier. So I've been playing around with the Grawl on the main account, and we're fine right here. We're just gonna put on some nanites, let them yeah. I do on the torp boat. I got my 1 million build on my torp boat. I've been playing around with the Grawl because I'm trying to more or less mess around with that. The only thing I think I need to add to the Grawl is the Vovin console. I already got the Harmony trait and Uncon in there, but we were in this one, and I think, yeah, you pulled 1.2 on here. But I just thought it was funny because, like, as soon as I saw your name on YouTube, I said, there's no way this is the same person. But then I was like, oh, it is, because you showed up again on the combat log. So I thought that was kind of funny. Why is it not showing that? Oh, I had the wrong window selected. I'm sorry. I'm like half-ass paying attention over here. Okay, I need this window to show up, not the live window. I need this one. Deactivate. And window. That one. So this was the ISC that we ran earlier. And then, as y'all can see, it pulled a 1.2 million. This is me right here. This was what I was working on. But yeah. So that's why I said when I recognized your name and I was like, wait a second. Yeah, no. I get that 100%. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. That's all. I just thought it was neat. It did show up on screen, right? I don't know. Did I hide it? I might have hid it because I accidentally. Well, let me just double check. Hold on. Is it showing up on screen? No, it's not. Now it is. There it is. Okay. So yeah. That was the run right there. And I was third one down. And you blew up everything so quick before I got to really fire it off. I had a couple of misclicks too, but yeah. Like I said, I'm playing around with this build. I will get it down to... I've had 2 600k runs, but this is on the Grawl, so I don't have any debuff pets or anything else. So I don't know how much further I'm going to push this one. I think the Grawl is... it's obviously not going to be a meta ship, but it's going to be... just a fun boat to play with, a side boat. So yeah, nothing on screen. I think it should. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me close this out. And then let me. There we go. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. We're already done. Got my temporal marks. Get out of here. Acknowledge. Leave map. Okay, I am set. Let me see. I have your @ handle, so I'll just send you a message. Or I'll just send you a request. You'll know exactly who it's from. Right. Dude, it's a Monday. My brain is like scattered everywhere. Friends. Add. I just saw the chat. It's like unicycle. You don't ride it for performance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just you exactly. You're riding it for fun. 100%. That's exactly it. And it is a fun ship. I really do. I very much like the I do like the Grawl a lot, and I like it just because of the. I used to fly the Equinox quite a bit. That was actually one of the first science ships I ever flew was the Equinox, and it's just like very yeah. I just hit you the friend request. I don't know if it came up or not. If it didn't, I'll just send you a message too. So, or did it go through? Be good old Bob. Try again. Had request off. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. It's impressive that you're putting out those numbers on an engineer too, which I mean, it always goes to show, right? It always goes to show that, yeah, the engineers don't have like alpha strike, right? Or any of that stuff. But like engineers, any class can do what any class can do. It's just a matter of build and knowledge and timing and everything else, right? So it's just, that's all it is all it comes down to. I'll go ahead and send you that. And then we'll do ISE Elite. This is going. I'll put this parser up. This is going to be wild. Y'all want to see a massive carry? This is what a massive carry will look like. I'm gonna put it because I'm gonna be hurting. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go in and pew stuff, right? But I'm gonna. I don't know. Bob maybe might be able to do like 10k DPS in space now. Let's see. Window capture, live parser. There we go. Is it back up? Oh no, the big one's up. No. We don't want the big one. We want the live parser. Now it's. Why is it that it does that? There we go. Live parser. There we go. All right. Yeah, cracks knuckles 100%. This is a hell of a carry right here, but that's okay. There's, and there's also ground elites that I can run for the Borg neural processors, but ISE is the what everybody pretty much agrees is like the gateway to space TFOs. If you can do it, yeah, watch it. I'm gonna hide the parser. It's not. Look, it's all gonna be me. It's all me. This is Joshua. Has nothing to do with this. This is all me. Yeah, right. Do y'all remember like when you first started, or if you've never played, then I guess it wouldn't make sense. But if you remember back when you first started and you came in, if you came in at a time where other players were more established than you, and you just kind of watched them blow up everything, and you looked at them in awe, and you were like, "Wow, one day I get to do that." Tracked fire and threatening stance. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if I think I might be able to pull a whole like maybe 10k DPS. I'm being generous with that. We did last week during the normal TFOs. We were pulling like 5k DPS, but I had a slight upgrade with stuff, with these ISO mags and the Delta flyers. Well, I don't think Soul Defense doesn't really give anything, right? Like it's just we just get resistance rating and yeah. This is just survivability. So yeah, I think our damage might have just gone up like a little tiny bit. Don't know what you'll get in tank mode. Well, we'll see here right on stream. We got the parser pulled up and everything, so we will definitely see what. Can we? Yeah, we can make. We're gonna make this a little bit bigger just in case. Because you guys don't need to see the left side of the screen, really. It's just covering where the team is. So I promise you. Actually, I'll bring it to right here. There we go. There you go. It's just covering where the teammates are, so you're not missing anything. But let's see what we pull here. We got 22 seconds. We'll go in with our alpha. Oh, our tech fleet is down. When did I do space last on here? Oh, the sphere. That's right. Never mind. I, for some reason, was like, man, like 2 hours ago, we were on the ground. What happened?
Scanning the nanite transfer. God.
Yeah. Let's go, Bob. What are you shooting at right now? Bro, there ain't no way I'm pulling 320,000 DPS. No. My opening, guys, we did it. We're elite ready. We're done. I did it. Okay, to be fair, that was like a cannon scatter volley opening 100% with like torp spread and an alpha. Yeah, that was all that was. That's so funny. Like, we are definitely not there. And we probably got like buffs galore going on with this, you know, and debuffs for sure. Because like now look at our numbers, 60,000. Meanwhile, Josh is over here like almost pulling 1 million. Bro, I'm actually kind of a little bit impressed though. Like we were able to even rack up that much. I mean, yeah, it's like our opening, right? But like still, I was kind of a... Come on, we can beat this sphere. Let's go. Let them handle the rest. We'll fight the Borg sphere. Okay, we did it. Oh no. Hey. We held our own weight. We did 51k DPS. And Josh came through and pulled a 1.197 on a tank build. Look at that. That's so funny. That's the funniest thing. Like when we opened up, it was like 362,000. Like, oh yeah, cannon scatter volley, torp spread, like all that hit just like right at the right time. Yeah, it looks great on paper until, you know, the end. But still, I mean, like, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. 51k was way more than I thought we were gonna end. I thought we were gonna be right here. I thought we were gonna be like even 10k, right? So all right, cool. I guess I somewhat know how to build. And to be fair, it's in infected space, and in all honesty, everybody did all this right here. Like I was like the bare minimum. I didn't even get to attack the gateway, the Borg cube, nothing. So that was just it. 65% attacks in for you. Oh yeah, you had let me see, go to analysis here. Let's see what the analysis analysis. We did a total of 3 million damage. Our max hit was 81,000. Your max hit was 2.3 million. Yeah, you had the most uptime on combat, 65. I had I had 3%, y'all. That's great. But I did manage to stay in combat the entire duration. The person below me was only in there for 65 seconds. So hey, you know what? Look. We're making progress. Joshua, I appreciate you taking that for me. That was awesome. That was awesome. Oh yeah, I love You Are Dismissed. I use that console all the time. Especially with the setup that I know that you're rolling and we're rolling. I understand, but having that console come up all the time and just stand in the middle of them and pop, pop, pop. Yeah, that's so much fun. I'm gonna go back to ground. I mean, you're more than welcome to stay if you want. Just let me know. If not, I don't mind. I do appreciate that run. You let me know what you're feeling like, and then we'll just go from there. Because we are getting our marks up. I do need to get some gamma marks. Trying to think where the hell we're gonna get gamma from. What's the ground gamma? Play with my new ship tomorrow, new toy. Oh, you gonna get the Orion ship tomorrow? I'm kind of up in the air on whether or not I'm gonna get it. I mean, I probably will, but I'm kind of up in the air about it just because I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I'll stay. Need to switch to ground special. Okay. I'm trying to think where Romulan. Is there a ground mission specifically that gives gamma marks? Got 3 promo boxes. Nice. I have 1. I just don't know. Okay, I'm up in the air. I don't know if I want to get that one or if I want to wait until the Romulan Kelvin timeline ship. I'm not sure which one I want to get. Okay, I'm confused here. I'm looking at all the elites. I see Terran. I see Discovery. I see Temporal. I see Omega. I see Colony Provisions. What does this one give? Dyson, Iconian, Omega. I need something that gives gamma. That's the only thing I'm going to kind of struggle with on the ground. Iconian. Don't anyone ever use Constable on ground or just Commando Temp Op? So, ground is actually, I use Miracle Worker a lot on ground. It all depends too. So, like, it just depends on what you're trying to do on the ground as well. But, like, Constable does, it has its place. I guess it's just really depending on how you built for the ground as well, right? Like, that's, there is no wrong way to build in this game. There is only there's only the meta and there's only fun. That's basically what I tell everybody. There's meta and then there's fun. You can build to your heart's desire whatever you want to build. You want to build a melee build and, you know, run around with the energy whip, by all means do it. You know, use a throwing knife, make it all melee, you know, kits, whatever. Have fun with it. As long as you're just, you know, completing objectives, doing what you're supposed to do, have fun with it. When it comes to space TFOs, it's a little bit more unforgiving because then you have to keep in mind, like, something like that is a DPS chase, right? I know Swarm does, but that's for space. We're only focused on ground, but yes, I do know that Swarm does. I'm looking at just the ground ones because, like, Bob can do ground elites. Any space elites, I have to be carried through 100%. That's just the honest truth. I would have to be through that. My first ground build was absolute trash. Well, that's because I you know, there are good people out there, and I'm not going to pretend like, you know, like, oh, I'm the only one. No, there are very good. There's good sources of information out there. It's just sometimes it's not easily accessible, right? And that's the honest truth. It's like you're not sure whether what streamer or YouTuber, content creator, whatever, who you're gonna follow, who's got that information, right? And then, like, not only that, but if you go to STO Better or, you know, just whatever website. So sometimes, like, I feel like information is so scattered everywhere. So, like, you're not sure, and the game doesn't help you at all. Swarm Elite is okay. I guess I could just power up the ships and kind of try and fly near you to stay in the lanes, right? That one's not too terrible on Elite. It's a matter of, like, can everybody else handle the fact that I'm going to be... As long as I'm the only person in there that's kind of a detriment, I guess it could be okay. Because all I have to do is activate the ships, activate the satellites... Make sure, yeah, we'll try it. Oh, I hope you were ready. Sorry. Yeah, I'll stay with your lane. Let me know if I gotta decline it or if you're good. I mean, I guess you could just decline it and it'll be fine, right? It'll just say it wasn't ready. Yeah, I'll stay with you on this one. As long as, like I said, the other 3 players are decently equipped for this, I think we should be okay. Because really, one person can cover any lane if they're geared enough. I'll just make sure I activate the ships and everything. Yeah, when I look at STO Better, the tier list don't match up with what a lot of folks are slot. And there are some things that are not. There are some things on these websites that are not current. or that they haven't needed to be updated because they still work from 2024, 2023, whatever. Like there are some things that are like that. There's also people that kind of like anybody, right? They might not have the time to update a guide or something, or they've moved on to another guide and they just haven't updated it. So there's a million different reasons for why some things are harder to obtain information wise than others, and a lot of it comes from one thing STO has been really good about is a sense of community. It comes with kind of like that whole, hey, have you tried this console yet? Have you tried this trait yet? Have you got this ship yet? Right? Like, you'll find that a lot is like once you get into a group of people that really just, in a fleet or something, or start talking it out, you'll hear things and be like, well, what does this do? What is this about? And by the way, you're in my favorite all-time ship, which is kind of funny. It's not my favorite like Star Trek ship, but it's my favorite all-time ship that they dropped on here because I just love the Intel Vengeance. I've always loved it since its release, like what, 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago. How long has the Intel Connie been on here? The Intel Vengeance. It's been like 10 and 11 years, but I love that ship. All right, let's go see what we can do. Everything. Oh, yeah. And see, that's the other thing too. I don't have my torpedo console that I want really bad. All right, we're gonna power up ships and we're gonna do our best to like not die. But while they're clearing everything out, we're gonna do the objectives. This much like we were doing in ground, and hopefully we can like sneak past some stuff. Come over here. Yeah, because the DPS is definitely there, right? We don't really have to concern ourselves too much. Oh, all we gotta do is just survive. I prefer the Vengeance bridge layout for beam fire wheel to the angle. That's the thing I've always loved about the Vengeance and why, or the Intel Dreadnought, and why I love the Noble so much is because basically the Noble is the Intel Dreadnought, same exact seating, just minus the specialization. But I think that's why I liked it, is because they hold up very well in the current meta. They've never not deferred from the current meta. You can set it up as a great fire at will beam boat, or you can set it up as a great surgical strikes build. Like, it has never faltered in that department, and is one of the best ships that they've ever put out there. And it's been hanging in for like the last 10 years, or however long it's been that it's been out. So I gotta give cryptic credit where it's due, and I think that's probably why they built the Noble the way they did. I bet you they knew that they had that success, they had that success with the Intel Dreadnought. It's still wildly used, to this day. So, it's kind of neat. What am I supposed to do? Just destroy the remaining? Okay. Got muds in the darkness. Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's like, it's kind of neat how it used to be only a Lovi ship, right? And then it got thrown into the In the Darkness bundle. And I hope it does eventually like become like a C-store variant like the NX Refit did. I hope they kind of do something with it. I was kind of hoping in a way, like with the new Kelvin Timeline bundle coming out, that they throw like the Intel Vengeance in there, just because like it would be nice to have it. I mean, I guess they won't because of the MUDs market, right? But like, yeah, it'd just be nice to have like all the Kelvin ships together, the Intel Connie and the Command Connie. Okay, so I'm over here with Joshua, and he's just gonna melt everything, but I'm going to contribute. There's only one tiny regret I have about not starting this account sooner, and that is I didn't get the SS and Terry's and start the yearly event like in time. So that's the only regret, but it's not like, you know, it needs to be on here, but having that device would have been kind of nice for DPS push. It's what is it, 10% crit chance severity or whatever. Pew pew. Yeah, Swarm's not bad at all if you have a very good layout and you have, again, you know, people that put out the damage and can protect it, because otherwise, like, if it was just me and 4 other me's in here, we would have a very rough time. But Rupert's over there doing their work. I'm chilling here, not dying, so... And of course, you know, the lanes will get a little bit faster, but we can handle minor stuff with the right people. And again, for a new player, I feel like they're gonna queue up elites anyways, because I see it all the time. Just keep in mind when you are queuing elites as a new player, if you're making a new player experience, like you've never played the game, just make sure that you learn the objectives and you know where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. It's more important than anything, because at least you know you're contributing at that point. And then afterwards, you know, like there's so the nice thing is the game has been around so long. There is I would say a good 60% of the player base is geared enough for elite content easily, at least on PC. I don't know about console, but I assume it's the same thing. But like 60% of the player base, if not more, is geared for elite content. So you going into this content isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not the best thing. We were, you know, nicely invited along to do this, but we can show the work that we're doing. Look, we're doing the objectives. We're not being a complete and total noob that's causing this to fail, right? So that's my message to you, is if you're doing this kind of stuff, just learn what needs to be done. And a lot of these don't take much to learn, and there are tons of guides on these. There's actually guides that are still being put out on YouTube to this day. STO Better has been doing them a lot. So just, yeah, do yourself a favor if you're going to do that, you know, because I'm sure other players would love to wipe this stuff out fast and be done with it, right? So if you're the player that's kind of not pulling your weight in here as far as damage is concerned, pull your weight another way, you know. I grabbed the Harmony fairly cheap, but I'm thinking about reselling. Skeptical about shields ever being 50%. No. Oh no, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Listen, if you know how to relegate your shields correctly and heal your shields correctly, the Borg are not going to be a problem. And that Harmony trait, you can keep it up even with all the shield drain that the Borgs do. You can keep that trait up like 90% uptime, 95% uptime. It's not even like an issue at all. I run it constantly, and I run it in the Grawl, which is like right now still I don't think they fixed the hull modifier for the being affected by hull modifier. So it's like one of the weakest ships in the game right now, and I get torn through with shields, and I still keep my universal consoles and stuff on almost like 100% uptime. So you can resell it if it means you want the EC, but if you're really concerned about the trait being all that detrimental, it's not if you're built right and you know how to manage your shields and manage your shield healing. That's it. And it's not that bad. It's really not. But, you know, it is your ship, so I never tell anybody what to do with it. If you want to sell it, sell it. If you want to keep it, I personally recommend you do. But, you know, to each his own. But I understand exactly where you're coming from. I understand the concern, because the Borg they're annoying when it comes to shields. But there are tons of ways to distribute shields, heal your shields, keep your shields up. Tons of consoles, tons of, you know, traits, reputations. It's all it is. 1 billion was too good to, yeah. You got it cheaper than I did. I paid I think it was 1.4. I was like right under 1.5 when I bought mine. That was a good chunk of my EC, but I mean it was worth it. I wanted to ship, I wanted to trait, so, but yeah. I got a little bit of rebuilding to do on the main account, and that's, you know, that's the other thing too, is doing this new player experience. I am kind of neglecting my main account, and I don't have any complaints with that. I have no complaints neglecting my main account, because, you know, it's just it's there. It's always going to be there, but I might not be able to do like some of the things. I know some people have asked, like, oh, can you share this build with you? And I'm like, I can't, because I haven't fully committed the time into testing everything and whatnot, and I this is my main focus right now. It's not that I'm giving up on it or anything else. It's just real life, right? I only get X amount of time to play, so but when we get there, I really am liking the girl. I don't see it pushing as far as I can try and push it. I don't see it, even with all the endeavors being maxed out, with the, you know, the three necessary things I need for the for the universal consoles and everything. I just don't see it pushing like too terribly high. As far as meta stuff is concerned, but again, you don't need to push too much. You don't. It can be perfectly fine at the 600, 700k DPS mark, and that's fine. It can do that because you don't need anything absurd damage wise for the content. And Joshua, thank you again. Hey, look at that. All right, so we got two of those, but most importantly, we got gamma marks. All right, that's looking good. Now we're looking good. Now we're looking comfortable in our setup. But see what I'm saying? Like I am over here more or less, you know, doing what a new player would do in this aspect. I'm not trying to go in and take aggro. I'm not trying to go in and still, you know, whatever. I didn't put on threatening stance. I am just like, let me stay by Josh here. He's got all the, you know, tanking everything, and let me activate the stuff I'm supposed to activate, because otherwise, if I go out there, I'm just going to die over and over, get a bunch of injuries, and yeah. So when you're in those situations as a new player, it's pretty much play to that role. Play the role of the new player. Play the role of, I watched YouTube. I know how this TFO's done, but I might not be able to do the damage. Let me just walk myself through the objectives. And a lot of times, I know from my own playing experience, sometimes they were way all the way across. They actually went past the parser a couple times on the screen, so it's kind of funny. But a lot of times, like when I'm playing, and especially if I'm like focusing on just getting out that damage, I'm actually more appreciative of when somebody else goes and does an objective, so I can just keep my damage buffs up, my damage rolling. So sometimes that person that's doing that is more appreciative than what people think, right? Because like, you might not have the damage to keep up, but if you're doing the objective, that means I can keep my buffs rolling and keep my, you know, whatever ready to go, so that when the wave comes in of enemies in the next, you know, setup, I can just drop everything on them. So just keep that in mind. Like, you do have a place in that scenario. I am going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to stretch my legs, get me something to drink. Joshua, again, thank you 2 times of really just carrying us through a space TFO. But I'm going to take just a quick 5, and then we'll come back. And if Joshua wants to stick around, you're more than welcome to. If not, hey, again, thank you so much. And then we will just continue doing what we do, you know. We know we can handle ground elites, and you know, with the right kind of team setup, carry setup, you can be carried through elite TFOs, but that is not our main goal at all. Just it's being shown what it takes, right? So but I will be right back. All right, we are back. And okay. Oh, no, Joshua, you're still on the team. I don't know if you're here or not. Just let me know. And then let me know if you wanted to go. I don't know if you had a ground set up or not, but if you want to do some ground, or I don't know if there's any other really easy, not easy, but easy enough space TFOs. But I'm very, very pleased with any and all progress made. You know what? Let me set up some reputations rolling. Now that we got marks, we need to roll these out. Because now all this should be ready by stream tomorrow. That means we'll have... Ooh. What we'll do is we'll have our beginning tier 2 traits, I'm pretty sure, because we were at 1.5 on all of these, right? Yeah. So this should hit tier 2 tomorrow. They should all hit tier 2. Yeah, 15,000. Look at that. So we're gonna have some space reputation traits. Oh, except for Gamma. Gamma was the only one that was behind. That's okay. That's why I said I needed Gamma marks. I knew that was the case. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I'll be okay. We just want to keep our reputation marks built up. We need to keep... Let's see. What do we need most of all? We need Terran and Nukara. Terran and Nukara. Terran's got an easy ground one. Okay. I guess I can just go over here. What does Nukara have for ground? Ooh. This one's not too bad. The self-destructive one. This one, I don't know. Oh, I guess we're going to find out. And let me see. What do we got for Nukara marks? I mean, no, not Nukara. Sorry, Terran. Because we can do Birdcage very easily. Storm Chasers is... I'm gonna queue specifically for Birdcage. And... I guess we're going to try any of the Nukara ones that come up if they do. They don't normally pop, but we'll see. The Birdcage is very, very easy and straightforward. A lot of objectives on this one, though. I mean, it's, you know, escorting Dr. Crusher around everywhere and grabbing this, you know, console, that console, whatever, but we can handle that one. Operation Wolf for space. I don't know which one came up. Which one just went off? Hold on, let me see. Was it Iconian? No, I mean not Iconian. Was it Terran? Yeah, okay, we got Birdcage. Nice. Easy peasy. Yeah, for the normal version, yeah. But that's what I was saying. I was trying to think of elite. The reason why we're trying to do at least the elite grounds is because one, we're geared enough to do elite ground for sure. We can do it. We've already shown we can do the elite grounds. The reason I'm trying to do elite grounds so much is so I can start getting, like, you know, the what's it called parts. Yeah, Enterprise EV suit gives me more kit birth and readiness.
We have located a high priority target for extraction. Dr. Beverly Crusher.
Youre! There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna throw on Burnham CQC when I get it. Because right now this is definitely doing fine. We don't have the Enterprise EV suit, so but it's okay. You don't really. I mean, like, your setup, yeah, makes 100% sense, but what we're doing with our free-to-play setup, we're just gonna have to roll with what we got. Yeah, look at all of that. Hey, I'm just a guy. I'm just here. With all the buffs across the screen, I got a whole team ambush and Shadow of Black Mountain. It's not even my Shadow of Black Mountain.
That's the Inquisitor. We've been made.
Wait a second. Why is my triple not on my hotbar? Oh, hold on a second. Where do you go?
The doors will be locked throughout the
I was like, I don't have my triple buff on. I gotta get some damage in here.
to get the doors open.
All right, there we go.
And we've got a welcoming committee.
Youre. Okay.
This door will take us towards C, general population.
Whee. See, like our ground game, we're right here. I mean, like, yeah, we're not at Josh's level, but we're definitely able to hold our own. Like, I'm not concerned about the ground portion whatsoever.
Target the force field controls to drop the field. Once we get inside the control center, we can shut down the force fields on the
Let's grab our targ out here. We might as well just drop a mine.
the prisoner database to the control
And drop this.
There's the main force field controls. Use them to
Our survivability is on point.
stay out. They locked us out from above.
Oh no, you guys are shooting me. Whatever shall I do? Oh wait, I might actually die. I got a little cocky on that one. That's what I get. I got a little humbled there for a second. I'm okay though. It'll buff out. There we go.
Of course, all the cell doors will open as well.
All right.
Nothing like an old prison.
Oh, I was.
Let's get upstairs.
Get our shield up. There we go.
This is the warden. Terrorists have released the prisoners.
Wee.
All available units respond.
We almost did. We got a little bit humbled real quick because we stood out in the open. Like sometimes, like I said, I get in the mindset of playing on my main account, so I'm just like, oh yeah, no, we'll be fine. And then I'm like, we still gotta kind of avoid stuff. Kinda.
Good job. I'm back in.
Wee. Wee. Give me a security escort down here. Let's give some buffs out. Come on. Oh, okay. You got that one. Is that all of them? I think it's all of them. On this floor. How many is that? Yeah, that's going to be number 5. Okay. 5 here and then 5 on the other side. I'm getting it. Or you got it.
Get on that console to override. That did it. Almost there.
Pew. Pew, pew, pew. Yo, did I really just get myself stuck in here? I did. That is the greatest.
Got it. She's in Ward D. Isolation.
Hopefully I can unstuck myself. Oh my gosh, I didn't even
Prepared for anything.
try that again.
There they are. Open fire.
Can I roll out? Nope. I'm literally. That is great. I got stuck in this ramp here. Get off of me. Am I gonna be able to get unstuck?
Cell block 3. Use those controls to extend a bridge to it.
I might have to actually die. Okay, that worked. That was perfect. The game knew what I needed. That is great. No, I did. I slash stucked it. It wouldn't move me out. So it worked either way. I just got, shot in the face. So
Dr. Crusher. Let's go.
come on, Dr. Crusher. We got to go activate consoles, and then we got to go play with a bunch of. Oh my goodness. That's the bad thing about those probes, though, the nano probes, because like I grabbed all of those, and I did not mean to. Come on. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. Go. Ah! Okay, I gotta be careful with the nano probes. I am like pulling all of them when I grab them. Like, I don't want that.
Your precious data. Move.
All right, move, 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 move. Go, go, go.
So tough and up close and personal. Pathetic.
I clicked in the structure on the hemisphere. At least it gets you out in the cinematic scene. Yeah, that's.
You're with me.
There we go.
Clear the room and watch for snipers. Let's make this quick.
Extend the bridges to the data
Ugh.
storage. I'll call out
Run
where the
through.
fragments are.
All right,
Once you acquire a
we will go and grab this one down here.
fragments, they'll cut my access to the databases. Here's the first data set.
All right, I'm gonna put this on so I can reflect damage and take this back.
Data Vault 2, now. Data Vault 5.
All right, there we go. Drop this off. Pew pew. What was the last one that we need? 5. Got it. Give me speed. Let's go. Man, I wish I had my ground set up right about now. We'd be flying everywhere on this one. For my KDF recruit.
First data set complete.
All right,
Here's the
next
second.
data set. Pew.
Hit Data Vault 3. Data Vault 1.
I got one.
Vault 4, go.
It's so weird. Like being able to do this with the bare minimal.
Collected a data point. Bring it back to me.
All right, I'll get 4 as well. See, look, this is what we're doing. We are doing the objectives. Everybody else is doing the pew pew. I'm good with that. Because if I'm not doing the pew pew, I'm not pulling anything, and yeah.
Collected
Like,
a data fragment.
I know. I'm right here. I got it.
Second data set complete.
All right.
Here's the last of them.
Last one is data set 3. Okay, you got it. 1.
Data Vault 2, now.
It's 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Data Vault 3.
I'll grab this one. So, was it?
A data fragment. Bring it back to me.
Who was it that was telling me before I took a break that they were going through the same kind of stuff? They just started here recently. I don't know if they're still in channel or not, or in chat. But I know that they said they watched the video and they were experiencing the same thing. The reason I'm asking is because I'm curious as to if they are struggling or.
Like Warden saying, withdraw. Was pissing off the
We're running away.
I left it partially again for my creation.
I love it. I love it. That's exactly why I grabbed all of that. Oh my gosh, can I make it through? I did. That's why we did what we did. Oh no, but that's not good. I would have thought they were going to be pulled through by now.
I'll kill you.
That vaults, that's where I ram went. You're not lying. Oh well, that's okay. We made it all the way here to the end. No, that's a fact.
Not so fast,
All right.
Won't get away.
Let's like come over here, bring out that, bring out that. There we go. Yeah, price of RAM is ridiculous now, right? Like, I'm glad I built my computer when I did. It's gonna last me a while, but at the same time, like, as well, STO may or may not ever get too technically heavy for what's available. If it ever needs more than 64 gigs of RAM, I'm gonna be greatly concerned. But yeah, what happens when that point reaches, right? Like, with the RAM prices and AI and everything, right? Like, what, how? Like, I don't understand. Because basically for me, like, as of right now, if I upgrade anything on this computer, it may be the graphics card, but It's not even that's not a necessity. All right, so we got Terran marks, perfect. Now we just need Nukara marks, right? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, the hardest thing for us is going to be competitive, but I have a solution to that for right now. And the competitive marks, we're going to claim every time we do the event campaign, because there's nothing ground competitive wise that ever pops. Unless it's the Endeavor for PvP, that's a different story. But we will use our first contact day reenactments for competitive marks. Max one hit, 20 million on the ground. Are you serious? Let me take a look. Total damage 1.4 million. Analyze. Max one hit. That 20.5 million. Jeez, what did you hit it with? What the heck? Oh, the rapid lithic formation. That's wild. 20k, yeah. No, I guess it is 20k, right? Why is there a comma after it? I just saw that too. It is. It's 20. It's still 20,515. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, I got thrown off there for a second too, because it's 20,515.80. Then why not just take out the 0.80? I don't understand that. It did throw me off too. I saw what you were seeing. I was like, wait, what? 20 million on the ground? You can do that? I don't know, man. I am a little bit skeptical about this one, but I think we'll be okay. Did ground damage physical endeavor hit for 30k and they gave me 200 credit. There are a bunch of traits, consoles, and stuff that are kind of funky. Rapid lithic is a little bit on the funky side, but I mean, that's why everybody likes, Agni Fill and stuff like that, right? So, I mean, like, ground, the game is definitely never going to be perfect. So, whether or not it's bugged or just, like, absurdly broken, to each his own. Oh, I should, like, clear my injuries. Oh, I don't think I have any injury kits on here. Oh, I got one, but I don't know which one. Yeah, I can clear the muscle strain. Is there a medic on freaking Nimbus? I did die. I think there's a medic down here. Oh no! Nope. I guess that gives me the reason to leave Nimbus right now. That's fine. We'll go clear our injury on. We'll go park ourselves at. I usually like to hang out at K7, but I mean, it's not like we can't come back here at any point. We'll just go to Earth Space Dock. Why not? We'll just go chill out there. My home for most of my characters is always at K7. I know there's a handful of people that love Jozana. There's a lot of people that just stay at Earth Space Dock, but my home for most of my characters is K7. The only thing that I know that you can't really do at K7 is the bridge officer training, which, you don't really need it if you get elite bridge officers or whatever, but otherwise, K7's quiet. Not to deal with as many annoyances. You'll find most of my main characters parked over there. I've had other hits in the past like do wild things. Ball lightning every so often on its AoE like going out, it will hit ridiculously hard. Like you'll get massive spikes in damage numbers. But I just, again, like it could be a combination of different things. It might not necessarily be that it's bugged. It's just not very well balanced. Or, you know, a whole bunch of debuffs or this or that. Like, it could just be a number of things, so. Klingon shipyard is relaxing for me, just needs an exchange. Yeah, that's the other. So my KDF recruit sits in the Klingon shipping yard because you can't go to, you know, KDF on the or you can't go to K7 on the KDF. But yes, I agree. I like the Klingon shipyard because you have the bank, the mill, and all that right up there. And then of course you can just select your ship and repair your ship injuries, whatever. Like all that's right there. And you're absolutely right. If they had an exchange up there, I'd probably never leave there. Ever. I don't mind Earth space dock. I think I have kind of one of those nostalgic things though for me when it comes to ESD. I miss the old space dock, contrary to the redesign and everything. I kind of like the way space dock used to look. Now, granted, it's nice and polished and looks pretty now, but there was a kind of certain magic to the dinkiness of the old Earth space dock. And I don't know, it doesn't feel the same to me anymore. I mean, they only revamped it like 6-7 years ago, something like that. I don't know. Might have been a little bit longer. No, it had been before 2020, so maybe it's been like 8 years since they revamped Earth space dock. But I like the old one. I do. It was whenever they did the whole mission that, you know, destroyed Earth space dock or whatever. It was whenever they did it. But if you've never seen it, there are still old YouTube videos of how ESD used to look, and it's nice. I mean, it's what we started off with. And to be fair, as technically this is the third time that Earth space dock has been revamped. The very first one with the Atari drop of the game was a little bit different. But it wasn't much different. They just kind of added on to it, I guess. So it's gone through like 3 iterations over the course of 16 years. Until like the next, you know, storyline that they come around and go, well, we need a reason to throw this in. Let's blow up Earth space dock again. Then, you know, maybe we'll get a bigger tree right here or something. I don't know if these ones are gonna spawn or pop. We might have to. Let me see if we can get. Wonder why they never use Starfleet Command. Maybe San Francisco's too much for some. I mean, I can't tell you since basically they've allowed you to do the department heads with your duty officers, and then changing out duty officers from buying the boxes, and then duty officers from fleet stuff. I can't remember to tell you the last time I went down to Starfleet Academy. Like, I don't have a reason to, unless like some kind of event or something, right? But like, yeah, it's just I think that whole area of, you know, needs a rework for something, because there's really not a whole lot of reason. Like, accommodations, I guess that's about it, or accolades. Accommodations, accolades. But let me see something. Damn, it's only, so I can only do space for Nakura because these don't pop. They never do. I mean, like, we'll sit in this queue forever. I know why. They're not the best TFOs for ground. And that's okay. We can do, I'm just trying to think what else we could do. I guess we could just run other stuff. I have to figure out marks for Nukara as well as competitive. Maybe I'll have to split them up. Like, one day pick up one from the event, and the next day pick up another one from the event. Or we only do those on normal queues or something, right? Because, like, otherwise we can get all this other stuff through Elite. Competitive, there's nothing for us there. Let's just go to let's just see what pops up under here. Let's just go to all and grab whatever it does. I mean, the other option is join random like advanced queues. So if you know, we get a space one or something, we should be okay for the most part, as long as we do the objectives right. But like, if we do that, then we can get the 2 choice mark packs. Then we can do that. So I mean, not the 2 choice marks packs, but you get the 1 choice mark pack plus whatever the TFO is. So we could do that for those ones. I think those are going to be our only 2 struggles, is competitive and Nukara, and the rest of them will be very, very easy to build, because I think everything pops for, well, I know Discovery, Gamma, Lucari, Temporal, Terran, Iconian, Delta, Dyson Sphere, Romulan, and Omega for sure. They all definitely pop some kind of queue on Elite ground. And like 2 of them are choice marks, right? Yeah, this one's got Iconian and Delta. One of them has like 3 of them. Yeah, it's this one, Bug Hunt. So we can get Delta. No, not that one. This one, Devil's Heart. That's 4. So yeah. Which one did we get into? Hey, Storm Chasers. This is the other one that is, I mean, it's not too terrible. It's just going from platform to platform and fighting off enemy. Don't get blown up by the big bug thingies that fly at you, pretty much. This one's kind of a long one, though, sometimes. It just depends, I guess. It depends on how fast everybody moves from one platform to another, so. And gets it cleared out. And I hate that you have to fight the Guardian thing, like, 2 times or 3 times? It might be twice. I don't know. This was not bad. We got quite a bit of Terran marks tonight. How do we stack up Terran so quick? What did we do? We only did Birdcage. Oh, and then we did the other one where with the Inquisitor. That's right. Never mind. So we did. We got, that makes sense. That's all right. As long as we're setting ourselves up for the future success of this new player count, we're good to go. Now we just got to figure out. All right. Let's see which, I don't remember which 2 it starts. Is it random? I know it's 2. It's always 2, but I don't remember if it picks, like, it starts over here on the left or the right or behind us. I don't remember how this one, that's where it starts at. I just know exactly what to do. Just don't remember. Be fair, like on my main account, I barely do ground TFOs. This is probably gonna be the most I do ground TFOs, because ground is it's not what I play Star Trek for. It's just not. I like space magic, explosions, all that. But it's refreshing to do something that you don't normally do, right? So it's not bad. That's a long freaking briefing, though. Oh my goodness. Like, we've been sitting here for at least a minute plus. At least. I think it was like a minute and a half briefing. I mean, I know you're probably supposed to, like, the first time pay attention to it, but after that. Okay, so this is over on this side. Why can't I activate? There we go. All right. So we'll go over here to the lava, disable all these. I'm sure we're not going to need to help too much on this, but yeah. There we go. That one's... Ah, the floor is turning lava. Oh, I'm burning. Okay. That side's done. Pew pew. Pew. Now we gotta go over to this side. Like I said, these aren't hard by any means. I don't feel like ground is all that hard. Just knowing the objectives, knowing what to do. That's pretty much it. I mean, and then of course you gotta survive. Which is why I chose the equipment I did. And don't get hit by the little bug dudes. Because they will blow you up. They don't care about your equipment. Bring out some of you. Bring out some of you. Pew pew. Well, I'm hoping everybody had a good Monday. I don't know if y'all, you know. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get hit. No, that's what I was trying to avoid. Yeah, I don't know. You know, if everybody has kind of like that typical Monday work week, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's the end of the week for you. Definitely the start of a Monday to Friday for me. And it's kind of funny because like I know when it's getting like kind of close to the end of stream because I start to like get a little bit quieter, and it's definitely not like, you know, anything. It's just like I gotta work tomorrow. I have to have responsibilities, so I start getting a little tired and stuff. But I promise I'm alive. I'm here. I was worried about the boss bugging out into the ground. Had to wash out more than once here. I think I vaguely remember that happening before, but not... I'm gonna get rid of this one. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I like I said, I haven't done... I don't typically do ground all that much. Like, I will do it if I absolutely have to or need to, like in this case. Oh my gosh, stay away from me. I am not. Yep. Okay, there we go. But I just don't remember. Like a lot of the ground stuff I don't remember because I've done it so many times in the past. And the only time like I will honestly do a ground mission is, I guess in this case right here. Or if I'm working on like a new whatever, like a gamma recruit or delta recruit, and I need to run like 100 queues or something, right? So I'll just queue up random queues or something. But like, it's not too often, so I don't know like all the ground bug shenanigans or whatever like off the top of my head. A lot of the time I'm just sitting there going, okay, yeah, you know, maybe. I mean, we're talking about like back even too, like, you know, when the competitive queues used to pop and stuff, like how you couldn't even complete the competitive queues because like y'all would end up just fighting each other at the end of them. And you could spawn camp inside their spawn, and like it was just extremely broken. So I mean, like, I know all this kind of stuff exists. It's just trying to remember how it exists. or whatnot. Because unless I'm like running space missions for like DPS parsing and building and whatever else, I'm pretty much logging into the game on my main account to like check out new stuff. If there's anything new, or do an event or something. Okay, now we gotta go all the way up. It's this one. Pew pew pew. How do I get stuck in that? I'm curious to see if the boss does glitch out now that you brought that up. I don't know if I can take. I don't know if I want to do this one. Yeah. I wasn't sure because I saw somebody go off to the right. I guess they're doing that one, and we're gonna do this one with Joshua and them. That's fine. I just didn't want to try and do it myself because I know that I could mess it up. All right, so we're gonna stop the repair drones. You.
A drone is moving along islands Gamma, Beta, and Alpha. Destroying. Before it reaches the other.
Get this repair drone. Oh, we got it. No, we don't. I lied. Shouldn't have buffed in the middle of it. Oh, wait. Did we get it? No. Okay. That drone. All right, let's try and do this one again correctly. There we go. Got it. We only need one more, right? Let me help get this one. There we go. All right. Ah, no. We're making progress. It's getting there. It's just we gotta keep running back and forth. Nope. This repair drone. Pew pew pew. Well, what's our progress at? Are we all over here now? Because I thought I saw somebody go to the other island, but maybe not. Okay, there shouldn't be another repair drone on that one. We already got that one. Let's kill this one. Pew! Okay, now we just need this one to come up, and we should be good. Activate, activate. Here we go. All right, this island's done. Fight the Guardian again.
Another Guardian has arrived. It appears stronger than the last.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Oh, thanks. We got a spec point. Sweet. Where are we gonna put that at? How's our miracle worker looking? We're almost done with miracle worker. Yeah, we'll do ground since we're kind of more focused on ground. Pew pew. Yeah, you can shoot at me. I'm gonna reflect that. I ain't trying to die to that beam. Yeah, I think we have one more after this, right? Because I think it is 3 times. This one's annoying as far as just like the time is concerned. I wasn't a fan of this story arc when they released it. I mean, I guess it's a cool kind of throwback in a way to like the first Star Trek movie motion picture, but all right. You go on this one. All right, let's go up here.
A drone is moving along islands Gamma, Beta, and Alpha, destroying before it reaches the other. A data port on island Gamma has opened. Hack it to steal data.
Working on it. Thanks. Alright, so let's see. We hit tier 2 tomorrow. That gives us all the space traits for the most part, plus or minus like 2 of them, right? Because I think the other one, like the important ones, come at like tier 4. But like, I think we get like a crit chance for space. I know we don't get Tyler's duality. What else? So I know there's a couple of them that we don't get till tier 4, but we get a couple for the next. What's it called? I was not paying attention. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. That was kind of my fault. But that kind of puts our space game in an interesting position because now, like, I think we would be okay with like the way our endeavors are going and with the little bit of space gear that we have and the space traits. I think we'd be okay for like maybe advanced TFOs. I want to see if I can push like a consistent like 30-40k DPS tops before I really say like, yeah, we're good on advanced TFOs, because space TFOs are really, really different than ground TFOs by far. But if we can do that, if we can start making our way into advanced space ones, then getting the Nukara marks and everything will be a lot easier. 'Cause I'll just queue up random at that point. We'll see. We'll see how we do tomorrow. That'll be our goal, to kind of gauge it tomorrow and see how we do with it. And then I guess we just really need to start looking at like the fleet holdings and Armada fleet holdings, see what we can donate to, so I can start getting stuff like the colony deflector and some other stuff, I guess. Which, I mean, I don't really have much to donate, right? But like, we can figure it out. We can get some like fleet marks and stuff. Yeah, we got like 145, which I've already done some donations because I'm at 35,000, but I think that was mostly fleet marks that I picked up from running the normal queues last week. So yeah, we will get there. It's going to be a little bit of a grind, but we will get there. All right, so now we got to go all the way this way. Okay, let's get this. Let's get the little repair drone. Bring some security down. They can help us knock this out. There we go. Stop that one. Let's get the next thing up. Sweet. We'll get this repair drone. Or there's not one. Okay, then let's activate this one. I said that, and then he spawned. It's okay. We'll get some flanking damage on it. We'll get it back here. Easy peasy. All right, get this one. You. Yay. All right, last time we gotta fight the Guardian. I'm trying to hit myself like coordinated there for a second. I was all over the place. Have they released? I don't know. I'm pretty good about paying attention to the news as far as STO is concerned. Did they release the summer event ship stats yet? I don't think they have. Maybe it might be a little early for them to. I don't think they have. Klingon Admiralty works great since they buffed contributions. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we'll definitely get around to doing it. No, but they did say it'll have an interior. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Oh wait, you're right. I did catch that part. That's why I was curious if they released the stats. You're right. I did catch that they said that it was going to have its own custom interior ordeal, which I'm very curious to see how that goes. But yeah, I just was wondering if they released like what kind of ship it's going to be. But it's still probably like a little early. We'll probably get more on it throughout next month. And then what else do we got coming around? We got a lot of neat kind of stuff. I'm very curious. Oh no, don't you do it. The bosses might do it. Look at him. Look, he's going towards the ground. Ah, no, don't you do it. Come out. That's why we got the nanites around you. He's trying to go through the ground.
The Emperor is aware of our presence.
Nice. We're sitting pretty on the Terran marks right now. Let me grab some fleet marks. Let's just grab that, just because we're gonna need to donate stuff, right? So we're gonna need that too. That's funny. Okay. Yeah. So we got that rolling around. Okay. So let's see. We got about 30 minutes left on stream. I don't think I'm gonna queue another one for tonight. So what we're gonna do real quick is, once again, Joshua, thank you so much for running with us. I'm going to leave the team. I'm going to switch over to my main account. We're going to just make sure like everything's set up for tomorrow over there. And then we'll just kind of talk it down because we don't got a lot of time left for tonight. So we're going to kind of chill out. We did get a lot accomplished. Ground TFOs are definitely elite capable for sure. Space TFOs, we need to be carried 100%. As far as damage wise is concerned. So I guess what I'm just saying is, if you are watching this as a new player, you're curious what you should do, I highly recommend building your ground set. I highly recommend getting at very minimal, like the 3-piece Nicole set. I do highly recommend this kit as well, the Devouring Nanite Cloud. Where you get that kit is actually, the reason why is you can see it's just basically another form of immunity, survivability. Use it for reflection as far as that's concerned. And you can get that in this mission, which is a pain to do. Kings and Queens and Scorpion's Abyss. It's a long mission, but it's worth it, especially if you're a new player. You see, you drop nanites, or you can keep it surrounding you, reflect damage. Those are my suggestions. Of course, play the game how you want to play it, but this will definitely kind of get you rolling into elite ground content, so you can start building up for your space stuff. And again, if your space stuff is lacking like we are, learn the objectives for the maps. Do the objectives. Pray that you have a competent team like we definitely did tonight, and they will carry you. And if not, don't make it a habit, because you do want to build to actually contribute to the team. So don't make it a habit to like always jump into content you shouldn't be jumping into. But again, play the game how you want to play it. Just remember, you may make some enemies on the way doing that. So we're gonna switch over to our main account. Bob did very well. Bob is happy, and we're gonna just kind of slot some stuff for tomorrow. I think I got so all we got really is just the KDF recruit and the Vanguard recruit over there that are really just running duty officers and stuff like that. The Grawl is, like I said, still kind of a work in progress. I don't have a whole lot of time to play around with it. I can't bring myself to get out of my Arc Royal is what it comes down to. It's just hands down the absolute science boat that I love, and that and the Vern. Those are my two favorite science boats that I just yeah. So let me see. Let's do our KDF recruit. I don't think I have much left on here. I think everything. I'm pretty sure all I have to do is Admiralties and Endeavors, maybe? I don't know. And then this one's all kinds of jacked up. Yeah, I'm almost done with the task force, or all the reputations on here. Routing is done, which is the only one I cared about. Nope, Klingon Empire is done. Okay, so what do I have left on here? I don't... Where's Blood Hunter's Instincts? Yeah, so all I have is just the few endeavors I got to run to knock this out. Oh, we knocked that one out, and then... Okay, so I don't have to even slot anything on here. This is just basically reputation and everything. But this is my ground setup for this one, which again is the same kind of ordeal. It's 2-piece, and then CQC melee. This is all melee setup. We ran this one on stream when I first started streaming, but I want to go to Gamma Recruit. So this one is parked in Sphere Space because if you're looking at trying to get your duty officer accommodations, this is one of the best places to do it. You can literally just sit here. The entire map has so many freaking duty officer assignments. It's ridiculous. And then of course you just do your admiralties while you're sitting here. I just leave them parked here. The only other thing really to do on here is just queues and stuff, and like the starting missions, which you don't really, whatever. So I just stay parked here pretty much 24/7. I slot up first thing in the morning, and then I go to work and whatever, and then if I have the time to at night, I'll collect this. If not, I'll collect it in the morning. And that's all you have to do with the Gamma Recruit. It doesn't take much of anything. And then of course you just get more R&D if you want it. You do have to do the R&D portion over here, get them to 10, 15, and then yeah, that's it. There's not really a need. I don't think there is, because like Gamma Recruit's so straightforward. There's not really a need for any kind of like tips and tricks guides or whatever, right? Because like KDF Recruit's one thing, especially with like the melee kills and the ambush kills portion. Like there are ways to make that faster, but this is just slot everything up, and it's a time game. That's all it is. Temporal has a little bit of an ordeal where it's finding the probes through the missions. We might cover that at some point, but I feel like that's been covered too, but it doesn't mean we can't cover. I'm just saying we might cover that when the temporal agent comes around. Remember if anything's necessarily special about Delta Recruit. I think there might be one or two things, but okay, so we're all slotted on that. Admiralties, I'm gonna focus on Fed first, get that 1 to 10, and then I'll do the rest because I'm getting more specialization points through Fed because we need the specialization points. They give you the most XP, so definitely focus on those. How do I want to slot this one up? 65 science. I don't know. Do I have anything that gives me like plus 20 psi when sent by itself? Yeah, look at that. 20 psi, 20 tac. Perfect. I don't think there's really anything else that we don't really need to cover tonight. I think it was a good chill night. It was a fun night. It was nice to just relax and like see how far we could push things without just getting absolutely destroyed. I feel like tonight's progress made up for all of last week's like shenanigans that I went through, and it's kind of sad to say if you think about it, because it's almost like the game in some sense kind of punishes you when you hit 65 because the scaling just goes off the walls. But then like if you are the type of person that gets defeated easily, and I'm not gonna knock anybody if it's not your jam, if you're like screw this, I died 50 times, I'm uninstalling the game, that's totally like fine, that's your choice. But if you are that type of person that does that, it really kind of bites, because like the moment that you do put some decent gear on you, the game feels playable again. Like it doesn't mean that like you're gonna go through and absolutely beat it, but then it feels a little bit more rewarding, and that's a weird feeling. Like I feel like if anybody felt that way, I would encourage you to put that gear on and try again, because it does get better. And now, like I said, we're at the point where we just farm. We just literally farm for marks, and it's a time gate. So I am comfortable saying that we can indeed and will get Elite ready in a reasonable time. I'm going to take you on this one. There we go. How many more slots do I have? 2 more? Perfect. I can get tour duty up on, let's take this one. I think any new player that is starting off the game should not, get discouraged as hard as it can be. Just, take a break if you need to take a break. Walk away. Come back to it another day, whatever. But it does get better. The power creep exists on all sides of the game. Whether you're free to play or you bust out the credit card, doesn't matter. It exists. So, true story. I remember actually getting killed in normal wanted. Now Elite is a cakewalk. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. In fact, Wanted is one of my favorite patrols. I love Wanted. We used to farm it. That was one of the earliest farming patrols we did before they did like rescue and search and all that, right? But like, yeah, I love Wanted, and same exact thing, exactly what you're talking about. It's you started off and they're gonna swarm you and beat on you because they come in with 3-4 ships at a time in their little groups, right? But as you gear up and you put stuff together on your ship, now you're going back in there and that patrol becomes a cakewalk. But it does take a little bit of time, and it's like I said, it does feel like, in a weird sense, and I don't know any other way to put it, and I'm not trying to talk down about Cryptic or anything. It's just, it feels like in a weird sense they punish you when you hit 65, like, hey, congratulations, you leveled up to max level, now all this content's really, really hard. And then like once you somehow achieve any bit of gear that could benefit your build, whether it's through story missions, whether, like I said, you bust out your credit card, whatever the case is, you play the game how you want to play it. But then all of a sudden the game's like, oh, now it feels good to play, doesn't it? And you're like, wait, what? Like, it's almost kind of like an ass backwards philosophy, if you ask me. Like, I think you should feel more challenged as the game goes on, not less as the game goes on. And it's really weird. Like, I feel like as the game goes on, the content should be harder and not necessarily punishing. It should just be harder and not, let's just give these enemies a bunch of more hit points and here you have all the, you know, power creep in the world, go blow it up. But oh well, I'm not a developer, so I mean, I've tried my hand at developing. It's not fun. I gotta give them credit. It's not fun. I mean, it can be, but all right. I think we're all set here, right? Reputation. Oh, did I do duty officers? I did admiralties, R&D, and see, this is the process, right? Like this itself, just on the gamma recruit, is like you have to. I mean, if you're trying to fully complete them, right? Like you're trying to fully get everything from here, you have to go through and slot like every little thing, right? Reputation, admiralties, R&D, duty officer, because they're all a part of this. So that takes up, I don't know how long we've been doing it for, 10-15 minutes already, something like that. So it takes up a good portion just to do that, which is why I just don't leave this area, because then I come here to current map and then what does that need? Seismic stabilizers, 13 more of those. So you know, I'll just come over here and do what I need to do, and I get all these missions pop up, and whatever doesn't show up for me, I just go into my department heads and I grab them there. So just keep that in mind. It's a good thing, and again, this is just a time process, so you got to wait for all, you know, all these to hit rank 4. I don't know how many you're supposed to do. I just slot up as many. I think it might be 6, right? Is it 6? How many of them do we need for duty officers? Yeah, 6 duty officers. So any of the 6 can be rank 4, but I just go through here and I know that I'm not going to be on until tomorrow or whatever, so, or tomorrow night. So I'm just going to slot anything and everything and make sure you filter with show met requirements, or you'll do stuff like that. Look for, you know, the higher level ones, like 573 is pretty good for 20 hours. And that's pretty much it. It's not, you know, none of this stuff is super complicated. Grab all those. Current map. Yeah, it's 6. Yeah. I do like how simplistic the Gamma Recruit is. And another thing I will say, if y'all are like, wow, I gotta play this 20 hours to get whatever, right? To get, I think it's this one that you needed 20 hours for the fleet. I don't know if there was another one that you needed 20 hours, you know, but either way, if you needed it 20 hours, you can go AFK for 20 hours. You can go to bed at night and put on an auto clicker and you'll be fine. And if you're on console, just put your controller down where it, you know, right triggers or whatever trigger, right? And you'll get your 20 hours. You don't have to play like straight 20 hours is all I'm saying. I mean, you can if you want to, if you're really wanting to run around 20 hours on a character, but just think about that as the equivalent of what it took Bob to get to where they're at, because they're at 25 hours gameplay right now. So just keep that in mind. That's what I'm saying. So if you log in, want to go to bed, get yourself a little auto clicker and or you know, something that can hit your mouse button, whatever, and you're good. You're golden. You'll get your 20 hours. So that's the only thing. I think that's all I have for that. Or like I said, just play your 20 hours, do whatever. That's the only like little tip and trick I can give for that, because I think that's pretty well known, but I could be wrong. Wow, is all these this is all trade? Oh, I'm not trying to spend money, no. All right, let me see what we have over here. What do we got in operations? Anything big? It's all colonial. Science, anything? I want big numbers. I want like a 500 plus project. There's a 223. I'll take that 223 right now. That's a rare assignment. Let's see. What about medical? Nothing. Tactical. Ah, there we go. 444. I'll take that one. What about security? Nothing. Okay. There we go. Got a 597 engineering. Perfect. Yeah. I try to grab as big the number assignment as I can because obviously you want these done, right? So now I'm good till the morning or tomorrow evening, whenever I, depending on if I have time or whatnot. So that's it. That's all I got. What do we have for time? Oh, we got like 15 minutes. I think we'll wind down to Monday night. We'll call it like 15 minutes early, just because there's not a whole lot going on. But I have met some awesome people tonight, and I definitely appreciate everything, especially the help there on that account with you, Joshua. Definitely appreciate you. I want to make sure I say your name correctly because sometimes I don't pronounce things, just what it is. But I want to say it's Epoch Catharsis. Is that correct? If it is or isn't, let me know. But I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us as well. We had Ponderman. We had I think it was Jericho. I mean, there were quite a few people that popped in here and definitely chatted with us. So we had Edgy B. See, this is why. Listen, I'm gonna try my hardest, but thank you again for hanging out with us, and we had a good time. We made a lot of progress. We're gonna keep making progress. We're gonna keep working on that new player account, and like I said, I'm open to hanging out and queuing up with anybody. I will answer whatever questions. I have a lot of experience on this game, but I don't know everything in the world. I will never pretend I know everything in the world. So if I'm wrong about something, I'm always here to be the first one to tell you all, hey, it was my mistake. I messed up. I will try and find you the right information, but I will never pretend like I know everything. I will just give you what I do know as best I can. So that being said, I will be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. till midnight. And I think we're just going to kind of continue along this road of the farming and hanging out and whatnot. We got to get this account or that account elite ready. I will come up with some stuff in the pipeline for the future, as far as like, some kind of fun activities, as far as maybe like some giveaways or something like that. But I don't want to kind of go down that route. I feel like that's kind of the cheap route for some streamers. But I do want to get people involved with stuff. I do. I like building community. I like getting people kind of together for something. So maybe we can come up with some fun, I don't know, some kind of weird STO relay races or something, and do some prizes about or something like that. So we'll kind of shop that around the same way we did with this new player experience account. And when we figure it out, I'll let you all know. But until then, that's gonna do it for me. I am Captain Spicy Pants. Have a good rest of your Monday, if not Tuesday, wherever you're at, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.